What's your club or country's sliding doors moment? Its meaning originating from the 1998 rom-com of the same name, a sliding doors moment in football terms is simply a question of what might have been. An incident in a game where, had it gone the other way, would have altered history. For example, say John Terry had scored that penalty in Moscow in 2008. Chelsea would have been European champions and Avram Grant would have the biggest medal in continental club football to his name. It stands to reason then that he would have stayed at Stamford Bridge for a bit longer, meaning that Luis Felipe Scolari wouldn't have got a look in. Would he have done better than the World Cup winning Brazilian, who only lasted till February the following year? And could he have improved upon Chelsea's third place finish? And as for United, who won the title that season, would defeat in that Moscow final have led to Cristiano Ronaldo leaving the club for Real Madrid a year earlier? And would that have meant that Rafa Benitez's Liverpool won the Premier League instead of them? That's a pretty big butterfly effect, all from one missed penalty kick going the other way. And if you want to dig a bit deeper, there's plenty more that could have been affected. What if Anthony Knockaert had scored his penalty against Watford? We'd have been denied the Troy Deeney moment, sure, but might Leicester have gone on to win promotion to the Premier League earlier than scheduled? And would that have meant that Claudio Ranieri would never make it to the King Power? Would Arsenal or Tottenham, therefore, have been champions in 2016? The most significant sliding doors moment perhaps ever, though, was Paul Gascoigne, Wembley, June 1996. What if this had gone in? That golden goal would have sent England to the Euro 96 final against Czech Republic. 30 years of hurt could well have come to an end. There's so many of these moments that could have altered destiny forever. What if Shearer had signed for United? Would Lampard's ghost goal against Germany have kick-started England's World Cup back in 2010? What if Sam Allardyce didn't get bogged down in all that controversy and denied Gareth Southgate the England job? Does make you think.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yeah, we made it to the end of the week. It's the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car and get a free 2-year service plan. Plus, get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Gabby, happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday, Andrew.
You love a Friday. I love a Friday.
I do love a Friday. Why do you love it? Because the week's over.
Well, it's just Friday, isn't it? It's I sort of feel you asked the question to Posh Holly, our producer, when you walked in. You went, fun time Friday? And he went, yeah, fun time Friday. And I asked the same question when I do drive. And it's a little bit like the teacher's away.
Yes.
You bring you bring your board games in. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't really count as a day. But
don't you think sometimes people look at Fridays because, yes, work's over for the week, but we love our job so much, we'd carry on working, wouldn't we?
Huh? What? We do. It's not a job, is it, what we do?
It is a job.
By the way, whoever put this desk in...
I know, yeah.
Was it? I mean,
can we get some oil?
If this was a bathroom that someone installed in my house, I'd be phoning MFI up and going...
100%, mate.
Want to come back and sort it out?
Let's not get into it. We'll get in trouble.
No, okay, fine, yeah. I love this desk. It's the best desk I've ever...
Yeah, fantastic studio.
I've got some news for you, all right? I found something out yesterday.
Go on.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
Genuinely blew my mind. And then when I came in and told the gang, I expected them all to go, yeah, but no one had heard of it.
Go on then.
Right? Now, I love my tea.
Yeah.
Okay, we all love a cup of tea.
What sort of tea?
Well, I like Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire?
No, I don't think there's a better tea. This is my own view. I love Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, Yorkshire.
I found out yesterday there is a tea bag that Yorkshire tea do called Biscuit Brew. Have you heard of this?
No.
Right. Neither had I till yesterday. We're going to get some in for later on in the show. We've got to wait till Tesco opens in an hour. And it tastes like you've already dunked your biscuit in it.
I like that.
What do you make of that?
I do like that.
That's amazing.
How though?
What do you mean?
How have they made?
I don't know. I don't know even how it tastes.
Little piece of biscuit inside.
Someone's got some digestive and threaded it through the tiny little holes in the
rich tea biscuits.
What a great idea that is.
Great idea, yeah. Fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to get some of that later. Do you think it will? Because obviously when
I'm
you've
not
done...
really a tea guy.
What?
I'm a coffee guy.
Why not tea? Weirdo.
I was when I was a kid. Like,
This country was built on tea.
it wasn't.
It wasn't. I don't know why people say that.
Coffee was it?
Well, here's a question. So Molly, who works on the show, right?
Yeah.
She's 21.
Don't know.
I think
mate.
she's very young, right? And I said to her, I bet you've never had a cup of coffee. She's like, it looked at me like I was mad. Of course I have. I'd never had a cup of coffee till I was about 28, 29. I think people get into
I was
coffee
about
late.
18, 19. Yeah, my kids aren't coffee fans now. My two elders.
The 4-year-old.
Yeah.
He don't like coffee.
The
Keeps him
newborn.
awake.
Yeah, but I think they get into it later. And they'll probably get into coffee more kids now by getting like a frappuccino.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's coffee, but it tastes nice.
Yeah, that's what she said. I like the one with ice cubes and milk. And I went,
Exactly.
That's not coffee, is it?
An old-fashioned cup of coffee. Kids
Why don't you like tea, Gab?
Just never been a tea fan. I don't mind a herbal tea when you're feeling poorly and you got peppermint tea and green tea, whatever, but I'm always a coffee guy, mate.
Are we going to get the biscuit brew tea bags? We are. Okay. Can I make you a cup of biscuit brew tea and you can taste it?
Be amazing, maybe.
Yeah? Okay, and look how much money you're going to save on biscuits.
That can be your job for the day.
Okay, I don't mind making tea for everyone.
Thank you.
I'll claim it back. Should we start today's show?
Come on then, let's do it.
Great show lined up. The race, of course, for Europe really heats up tonight as Liverpool head to Villa Park. And, of course, it's a game you can hear live and exclusive on talkSPORT.
It's finished here at Turf Moor. Burnley 2, Aston Villa 2.
They're not performing in the Premier League. Defensively, very poor. There's a lot to play for Bournemouth and Brighton. And Aston Villa and Liverpool both still probably need one more win.
We expected at the beginning to finish the season in the top 5 is really something fantastic.
Rappenberg gets a shot away and finds the top corner with a curling effort. Taken just 5 minutes for Liverpool to take the lead. And they've done so in stunning style.
In away games against teams where we usually don't drop points, and that has this season happened far too many times after playing in Europe, and that's one of the reasons why we have not qualified yet.
Big one. Can't wait for this. Only goal difference separates the sides, who are both in pole position to take up the remaining 2 Champions League spots. Victory would guarantee a top 5 finish for both Villa and Liverpool, while a stalemate could also be enough, depending on the outcome of Bournemouth's clash with Manchester City. That's next Tuesday. How big a game is this for your beloved Aston Villa?
It's a big game for both clubs because you can get it wrapped up tonight. You know, whoever wins, I think, will be guaranteed Champions League football.
Yeah.
And if you don't win, it's even a draw. You're looking behind you and you're looking at Bournemouth. Maybe more for... If Liverpool draw, they'll be on 60. And then Bournemouth can get to 61. And Liverpool have got Brentford last game. Villa have got Man City last game. So a draw doesn't really help anyone. Someone's got to go and win tonight.
Yeah.
And then you guarantee Champions League football. Villa can go into the final on Wednesday relaxed. And then whatever happens, they guarantee Champions League football. Aston Villa don't want to lose the game. Go into the final with the pressure on. And then Bournemouth beat Manchester City. And then if Bournemouth win their last game of the season, Aston Villa lose to Man City, we miss out on top.
Should I be writing all this down? Because there's a lot.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, because I know it off by heart.
Do you? I know you do. Does it take it? Does it? I mean, when's your Europa League final? That's going to be
Wednesday.
Okay. If you win that, you're in the Champions League anyway.
Yes.
So do you think that takes a little bit of the pressure off?
It does.
And maybe adds it to Liverpool.
Yeah, it does. It does take a bit of the pressure off. But we know, mate, Aston Villa are favourites. But anything can happen in the cup final, and the manager would have been so frustrated at recent results.
Yeah.
The game against Spurs, Fulham game as well. Game against Burnley. This could have been wrapped up weeks ago. He'll be looking at tonight. Can maybe play strongest side, maybe, and then you take players off, or will he play a weakened side like he did against Spurs and think, I don't want any injuries.
Yeah,
I don't want Rodgers,
that's
Watkins, Tielemans, McGinn, Konsa. These big star players. Imagine if they didn't get a result tonight and a couple of those players got injured, missed the final.
I agree.
And naturally, Andy, when you know you got a cup final on Wednesday, I've been there. You're not going into tonight's game 100%.
No, you need that rest.
Don't want to go into we don't want to go into a 50-50 maybe. So psychologically, it's going to be tough for Aston Villa, and Liverpool will be looking at tonight's game thinking, let's wrap it up.
One player who won't feature tonight is the forgotten Harvey Elliott. Now, he joined Villa on a season-long loan from Liverpool, but has only played 109 minutes in the league all season. Unai Emery has been discussing the situation, describing it as embarrassing.
This decision is very difficult, or it's easy, but it's not the moment. Of course, it's something embarrassing for everything we are involved in it. And my apologies for Harvey Elliott is every day in my mind. But it's the responsibility. And we have our responsibility, and Liverpool, they have their responsibility. And of course, it's something as a human, as a person, how is going the season for him is difficult.
I have to say, I've spoke about this quite a lot. I don't like the way the deal's structured at all. Villa had an obligation to make the deal permanent if he played 10 league games. He only played 4. Villa wanted Elliott to return to Anfield in January, but the clubs couldn't come to an agreement. I've spoken about this in great detail before. I think a deal like this is down to the agent doing the deal.
Yeah.
And I think whenever you put into a contract, if you play a certain amount of games, this will happen. The club is more than like, unless they're 100% sure, they're not going to give you that extra game to complete the deal.
I sign contracts and they're big with players. You play a certain amount of games, you get an extra year or something, or it generates a new deal. I remember under Martin O'Neill, if I'd played 40 Premier League games, negotiations for a new deal started. So there's been a situation where clubs have says, 39 games, one more game, we have to give him an extra year.
Yeah.
Don't play for 6 months.
Insane
so
deal.
he just kills yourself in the deals. Why couldn't Liverpool and Aston Villa just agree? Harvey Elliott's coming on loan. We're paying this amount of his wages. That's it.
I don't know.
At least you'll learn from this himself with his agents, and you'll never do that again. Because the poor kid, mate, 23 years of age, probably thinking it's a World Cup year. I've got to play at the tournament, winning the under-21s, European Championships. I've gone to an Aston Villa side, European football, exciting manager. He's thinking, this is my season to get on that plane for the World Cup. It's been a disaster. And you can't blame Unai Emery because his main targets were Paqueta, didn't go through. Asensio again, didn't go through. On the last day of the season, Harvey Elliott come in. You could tell it was a bit of a panic. Okay, who can we get in? Money's tight for Aston Villa with these PSR rules. He couldn't afford to just say, okay, don't be ruthless, be a nice person, and pay the 35 million in the summer. That could be all Aston Villa have got to spend.
Yeah.
So if he's not sure about him, maybe show him in training and in games. You have to be ruthless as a football club, as a manager, but I feel for Harvey Elliott, the player. Probably renting a house in Birmingham for a year, like thinking, what am I doing?
Is there an obligation, do you think, from Liverpool to suggest maybe they should say, I don't even know if they can, because then they'll be breaking the contract, but in January they should have said, come back.
100%. But Liverpool as well looked at it and says, Aston Villa are rivals for top 5.
Yeah.
So we don't want to change the deal maybe where he can play as many games as he wants and you don't have to pay the... Because they're not looking at that and saying, Harvey Elliott's 17, give him a bit of game time. No. You're at the bottom of the league. We're fighting for the Premier League. Would have been a different... They're seeing it like it is now on the same points. January, you're both fighting for Champions League football. Okay, we can't help Aston Villa here. No, deal stays as it is. So I can sort of see from their point of view. And football's ruthless.
Yeah.
Look at James Tavernier.
Yeah.
Andy. Football's ruthless.
You said that yesterday. You should have been playing. Yeah.
So when players leave, and you look at the Isak situation, you look at this situation, we're quick to hammer them. Football clubs are the worst, mate. When they don't want someone, I've seen it at Aston Villa myself. I've heard about it at many clubs in the Premier League and the National League, wherever it is. When they don't want anybody, they will make your life hell. Ask Benty about his time at Aston Villa as well, when the manager made him train at different times. When the club don't want you, they don't care about your mental health, mate. They'll be all over you to get you out.
You can phone up if you want and have your say on that. 03717223334. You've got a similar deal here at talkSPORT, right? If you get 300 breakfast shows, they've got to pay you double.
I need one more breakfast show with Andy Goldstein for a new deal, but we're done.
I don't think they can afford me, let alone you. Get your calls in. We'll take as many as we can throughout the morning. 03717223334. Real busy show coming next. The search for the new James Bond has started. Is Gabby in contention for the job? It says here. I can answer that one now. No.
I can spell it.
Would you like what?
I can spell James Bond.
I thought you meant contention. We'll find out before taking a look at the back pages. Lots coming up on this morning's breakfast show. It's 6:15.
The name's Bond. James Bond. As we alluded to yesterday, Southampton are likely to face a sporting sanction if they're found guilty of spying charges. As a result, they could end up being thrown out of the playoff final to be replaced in that final by Middlesbrough instead, the team that they put out last night at the semi-final second leg stage. We said we'd look into this more thoroughly from a financial, legal expert point of view, and the very man who fits that bill is sitting to my right. Stefan Borsten joins us live in studio. And Stefan, good morning to you.
Hi.
We'll get into how this may or may not play out in the courts. Is there a precedent, Stefan, for chucking a team out of the playoffs?
Well, it happened to Swindon, but it was different. Well, not in terms of the playoffs, but in terms of sort of annulling the promotion. But it was a different situation. I mean, there's no situation where you've had it all come to a head within this small window around the playoffs. In terms of spying / espionage, there's really very few cases anywhere in football in respect of this. So you've got the Leeds situation that we know about, where it was systematic. They ended up with a £200,000 fine. And effectively, the other part of the sanction was to vote in favour of the rule that then came in. This rule that we're now talking about in terms of the 72-hour rule. That was part of the agreement on that. So that brought the rule in. The only other case is actually from the from the Olympics with Canada's women's team, and FIFA in 2024.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. I'm taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
talkSPORT, man. I think Gabby, Agbonlahor, 6:20. I sort of thought it's a crime to talk over that music.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Great music, yeah. Turn it up a bit, turn it up a bit. Turn it up a bit. Good, isn't it?
I'm quite scared of James Bond, though, with the new one coming out.
Well, it's funny you say that because...
Back in the day were the better ones, man.
We're playing the music because last night there was a statement from Amazon, MGM Studios. It said the search for the next James Bond is underway. While we don't plan to comment on specific details during the casting process, we're excited to share more news with 007 fans as soon as the time is right. The legend is James Corden. He was in the studio earlier this week. This is what he said about that.
I'd really like it to be Callum Turner because I think he's a good working class boy, and I think it would be great to see somebody from where he grew up be James Bond. I think it would be great.
I think it would be great as well. Gab?
Yeah, but...
Who would you like to see as the next James Bond?
Mate, it's hard to even, there's so many options, isn't there? But I just think James Bond was better back in the day. The last one that I enjoyed was Casino Royale.
Who was that? Oh, Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the original.
Yeah, I love the originals as well, but Casino Royale was unbelievable.
Here's a question for you. I don't think anyone would get this. In fact, let me bring in Katie and we'll ask her as well. It's time for a quick coffee break and a look at the back pages with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT, sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
Good morning, Kate Shanahan. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you both?
I'm very
Good.
well.
I'm going to ask you the question I was going to ask Gabby.
Yeah.
No one in the studio will know. Who played the very, very first James Bond?
Oh, I don't know.
Gabs, you won't
What?
get it.
You are actually going to get it?
1 second.
No, they won't get it.
Yeah.
Who is it? Anyone got it? Anyone?
No idea.
No one
Who
got
was
it. It was. You won't even. Do you remember Blockbusters? Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
Bob
yeah.
Holness. You know, I'll have a PP's Bob.
Oh, Bob,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
He played the very first James Bond on the radio.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
How about that?
isn't it?
That is a good fact.
Yeah, thanks for that, man.
Yeah, that's literally where my facts ended up.
What year was that?
1850.
There we go.
I remember it well. It was a Tuesday. What have you got for us, Katie?
Okay, so let's take a look at the back pages. Starting with Snooper Loopy. You'd like that one, Andy? Snooper
like that
Loopy. Binoculars as the guy got caught red-handed.
good.
With filming behind a tree before
Such
he
a
went
good
and
picture.
changed at a hotel. We've also got playoff chaos. This is all regarding Spygate. And then you've got playoff final delay threats over Spygate.
That's nuts, that is.
Which is nuts. And also, like, I don't even know where they're going to do it if they were to push it back, because you've got the Championship playoff final, you've got the League One, League Two playoff final, then you've got the rugby, then you've got a concert. So even if they were to delay it, Wembley's booked up.
Your back garden? You got room, haven't you?
I wish to aside.
Yeah.
It's just chaos, isn't it? And when I'm hearing reports yesterday that, like you said, they're going to delay it, and I'm just like, come on.
What do you think the punishment should be? So with under Marcelo Bielsa, Leeds got punished with a 200 grand fine, which Marcelo Bielsa actually ended up paying for them spying on Derby. Do you think it should just be a fine, or maybe even a points deduction next season?
I think just a fine, because there's no set rule. It's their own fault. When it happened with Bielsa, they should have put a rule in. If this happens and you're proven guilty, you get deducted points. Or if it's a playoff, for instance,
Yeah, you get kicked out, you lose the first leg.
But you can't just fine Leeds 200 and say, all right, 10 years later, we're going to cost you maybe 200 million.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Come on, it's
that is insane. Also, usually the fans seem to lose out, right? Imagine all the fans. You made a good point yesterday. They might have booked their hotels or
right, they would have.
Yeah, their tubes, their trains.
Hotels, yeah. Maybe not gone on holidays because they're going to Wembley. But when you see the video, Katie, and you look at it like, we could go today.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, you can walk along that path.
You know what I mean? You might end up being
Can you
like,
imagine if we actually just stood there?
there might be someone outside saying like, yeah, for this amount of money, you can come and do the spy tour. What you do is you
Yeah, you
start
could do
here,
that.
then you go to the golf
This
club.
is the famous
and then,
tree.
This is the famous tree where it all unfolded.
and you got your phone like that.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking, right? Because it's so open to the public.
Exactly.
Surely they've got to prove that he wasn't just there. They've got to prove he was filming, right? Otherwise, he could just say he was there and he was watching a movie.
Yeah.
Watching a movie, but also
Maybe he likes watching movies behind trees. I don't know, but
very
Well,
suspicious.
it's just all stupid. I feel that most people agree. Yes, they cheated. Yes, it's wrong, but you can't be kicking them out.
no, you can't. No, that would be insane.
Another story on the back page of a number of papers this morning. Arne Slot in the headlines. I'll be back, roars Arne Slot. Slot confident he'll avoid the axe, and Slot to remain at Anfield. Gabby, do you think that Slot is right to believe that he'll be the manager next season?
I think he's obviously said that because he's had talks. You know, he's talking about what... Oh, kicking off there, isn't it? Sorry, Bolton, Bradford. Another bit of fight.
You know, it's not live.
Last night,
yeah.
Oh, it's not live. Oh, they didn't kick off at 6 a.m.
He was looking at a playoff final from about 4 years ago yesterday.
No, Liverpool, listen, it's been a poor season, but he has got some credit in the bank for winning the Premier League in his first season. I think he deserves another chance at it. And if he's saying that he's talking to the club about new players, then obviously he's going to have the job next season.
And where do you sit, Andy, on Liverpool fans booing a manager after winning them the league?
Well, it's all about winning, right? And if you win, fans are happy, and if you lose, they're not. I always thought that when he came in with a great squad, like one of the best squads we've seen for a long time, with regards to like 4 of the players could have got into any Premier League side of all time. It's difficult to judge a manager until he starts bringing in his own players, and we're starting to see that now. And I think now we're maybe seeing what Arne Slot is all about.
I also don't think that we can judge Liverpool Arne Slot this season after everything that happened in the summer with Diogo Jota. I think the whole club just goes, right, that was last season.
Yeah.
Let's go again. And I just think
December,
we need to cover it.
December is when you judge, right?
I think Liverpool fans, when I speak to them, and I've got friends Liverpool fans, are just angry at the style of play. They've been so used to Klopp getting after you. Every chance they get, it's Mane, it's Salah, Firmino, the midfield three, Fabinho, Henderson.
Yeah.
And it was as well Wijnaldum will go after you at all times, Trent and Robertson. This is a different Liverpool side. They haven't got Luis Diaz either. who would press the right
miss.
back.
Huge miss.
So they've got to maybe get used to maybe different football on the slot.
Yeah.
And just quickly before I go,
Yes.
FA Cup Youth Final was last night. Man City beating Man United. Gabby, I believe you played in the FA Cup Youth Final, but I mean,
Man of the match.
Man of the match.
No, I've got the report here, Gabby. Actually. Yeah, I've got
What was the player rating? 2?
Adrian Durham, isn't it?
Would you like to hear the report from that game?
Go on then.
This is true, by the way. Villa started the stronger of the two teams, created the best of the early chances. Luke Moore played in Villa's FA Youth Cup final victory over Everton 2 years ago and recently made his debut for the first team. The muscular forward made his presence felt alongside Gabriel Agbonlahor, who thumped the volley wastefully over the bar in the 13th minute.
It was only inches, mate.
That's the only report of you.
Wastefully.
Listen, it was
the volley.
Weaker foot.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I thought you... So not quite man of the match then.
Close though, close.
Did it wastefully describes your entire career?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Kate, before you go, I don't know if you heard earlier on, I was talking about a tea bag. Have you heard of this Yorkshire tea bag called Biscuit Brew?
I have not.
Which when you add milk and boiling hot water, when you taste it, it tastes like there's a biscuit dunked into it already.
And you know what? I can't dip biscuits in tea. Too soggy. Can't do that. No. So maybe this is a bit more like
Someone's invented a net.
Are you going to tell
for you
everyone
to fish
that?
out? I swear to you,
A little
invented
net.
a tea net.
A little scoopy net.
New tea bag. You're going to tell everybody.
What do you mean?
About on the way home, you're going to say, "Listen, there's a new tea bag."
I'll tell you what, I'm
Biscuit
not.
one.
I'll tell you what, I'm not. Because everyone's listening now. I don't have
Good
to.
shout.
Yeah.
Good. Even people that are asleep.
Why are you taking the mickey out of the tea bag? It's going to be revolutionary.
Let's try it one day.
Yeah, we'll try
Oh
it.
no!
In the
Today
studio.
we're going out and get it at 7
Oh,
o'clock
okay,
when
all right,
Tesco's
there we
open.
go.
Yeah. Do you want some? Would you
I
like
would
some?
love something.
Right, well, I'm not asking you wastefully over there. You'll pour it down a sink. Okay, we're going to see you in like 15 minutes.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes.
Brilliant. Okay, more from Katie in a bit. That was all thanks to our friends at Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
Look, they're arguing about who's going to make the tea. Look, coming up, we'll turn our attention further to whether we can actually see the Championship playoff final delayed, and also Gabby's going to tell us more about how it kicked off in Bradford against Bolton last night. You want to keep watching Sky Sports News, Gab. It's 6:28. It's the Breakfast Show.
Leeds, they had injuries. They weren't really at the races.
And they should have won it, though. Leeds should have won it.
Yeah, because we fell apart. We fell apart, mate.
What fault's that?
Yeah, but
Don't blame Leeds. They're just having a proper West Ham.
I'm not blaming Leeds, but Leeds were there to get beat tonight. It wasn't a great performance from Leeds, all right? But once we scored, we went 1-0 up, right?
Yeah.
And we fell apart. We were bottling it all over the park. No one had any bottle to get on the ball, to make a pass, to have some structure. There was no pattern of our play. Everything that De Zerbi's probably been working on with them just went completely out the window.
Well-
There's 11 players just out there hoping that something might happen.
I thought it was a good point. I thought it was a decent point,
Is
mate.
that what you're going to say for 2 hours? You're just going to say it's a good point? Right.
Well, you could have come away
Ain't
with
a good-
nothing. And I'll tell you what's worse, losing. That's worse.
I know, mate, but that's not a good point. We're at home. Out of the 3 games we got left, that's the easiest
How many
game.
points have you picked up this season at home?
I don't know. Not many.
Right, not many. So that's a good point.
I don't think we've won at home 5 months. I know, but come on.
5 months. I've had a hair transplant. It's going to grow back. I'll have a hair transplant. It's going to grow back by the time you next win at home. That's how long it's been. I only had a hair transplant about 6 weeks ago.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that performance. What is Matthias still doing? What?
Oh, it's
Tell
a
me.
brilliant finish. What are you on about?
No, the goal's a great goal. What's he doing in his box? What is he doing? A bicycle kick.
Yeah.
A bicycle kick in your own box when you're in the bottom 3. when you can't see what's around you, and he's trying to do a bicycle kick. Honestly, what's he doing?
Can we just give
Everton? In the first half, he crossed one in, and it was a great ball into his own box.
Sport is often filled with people trying to make a quick buck, often at fans' expenses. But sometimes someone on the fringes comes up with an exhibition idea that goes down a storm. Let me tell you about a couple of them. Mallorca 2007. Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer compete in what was dubbed the Battle of the Surfaces, a unique idea that reportedly almost got cancelled at the last minute when worms got into the grass. An 11th hour turf delivery got the match on, and despite some dodgy bounces on the new green stuff, Rafa and Roger slugged out a 3-set epic. Tennis has a history of exhibitions too, with the Battle of the Sexes in 1973 captivating audiences worldwide as Billie Jean King took on the former world #1 men's player Bobby Riggs, who talked down the women's game. Billie Jean King won. In motorsport, there was Monzanapolis in the 50s when American Indy cars went up against European F1 cars. But perhaps the best exhibitions have been the charity ones. In 1998, legends like Mike Atherton, Sachin Tendulkar and Glenn McGrath turned out at Lord's for a one-dayer in memory of Princess Diana. And since 2006, we've had Soccer Aid, which has raised an incredible amount of money. And if you get to see the likes of Jose Mourinho taking out Ollie Mers, then what's not to like?
Morning, everyone. 6:36. You listen to the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor alongside. My phone book My phone book has been emptied. It hasn't been emptied by big name guests we've had. One of those was Man United legend Rio Ferdinand. He had his say on whether Michael Carrick should be given the job full time. Have a listen.
He would be my first choice given the lack of options that are around there right now. Given what he's done and the lack of options, the only people that I would have been looking at it seriously and going, do you know what? Regardless of what he's done, I think Luis Enrique. If he came up for grabs, he's the manager of the current Champions League winners, the current team that are in there to win it for back-to-back titles, and of the best team on the planet, right? And he's a great manager. If he's available, I don't care what Michael Carrick's done, you take him because of what he's achieved, okay? But everyone else, Carlo Ancelotti's he's re-signed at Brazil. Tuchel's re-signed with England. Who else is jumping off the page that you're going to go and convincingly, there'll be no question marks really, I'm going to go with them full wholeheartedly. There's no one else. So all this people like gesturing and going, yeah, but Carrick's, just get behind the guy. He's earned the right and give him a chance.
I totally agree with Rio Ferdinand. But what's going to be interesting is a bit like we saw with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Once that deal, if it does get sorted out and signed, is when he becomes the permanent manager of Man United. The first 3-4 months are so important, aren't they?
Yeah, it needs a good start because everyone's going to be waiting for him to fail and saying, you shouldn't have given it him, you haven't learnt your lesson from giving it to other ex-men, Manchester United players. But I think he deserves the job. His record's been fantastic.
I agree. Just a reminder, by the way, if you want to be rich like Gabby, I mean, close to Gabby anyway, you can win £25,000. We can put it right into your hand, well, in your bank account, completely tax-free. At talkSPORT, our competition's just got a whole lot bigger with even more prizes up for grabs. To give you that winning feeling, just head to talksportwin.com to enter and for full T's and C's. Hurry, though, and you do need to hurry. Entries close on Monday at 4 p.m. So you've got today, the weekend, and it's done. So make sure you do that. Get involved, talksportwin.com. Good luck with that one. Right, time now to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's.
EFLers on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Right, it's one of the stories of the season. It's time to talk about Spygate.
I'm seeing a guy behind a tree with an iPhone watching training.
We're told he recorded Middlesbrough's training and took pictures of tactics on Thursday morning, all on private property.
Is he Batman or Spider-Man? Well, which one is he? Is he Superman? He's one of the men, isn't he? Who is he?
That's blurred lines, that is. Spying is, listen, that's frowned upon.
Championship clubs have been scouring their CCTV footage to see if they can find any evidence of untoward behaviour.
Bizarre if someone just off their own back went and decided to do this with all the equipment required.
The alleged staff member was caught, deleted that footage and left the area.
If he is caught in the bush and then he's gone to the toilet to get chased, some lengths for it, let's be honest.
When he spied on Middlesbrough, he turned up as Bruce Wayne. And when he left, he got changed into the Batmobile.
He got changed into the Batmobile, did he, Cundy? I don't know how that's possible. There's an update on Spygate. William Salt, that's his name, the spy. I don't know if this is true. He's thrown his hat into the ring to be the new James Bond. You never know, do you? The Championship Player Final, more importantly, may not go ahead on Saturday, the 23rd of May, as the EFL investigates the scandal surrounding finalist Southampton. A hearing conducted by an independent disciplinary commission will take place on or before Tuesday, the 19th of May. That's this coming Tuesday. Join us now for more on this crazy story. He's our talkSPORT EFL expert, the wonderful Ian Danter. Dance, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dance.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Villa.
I just said there more on this sort of farcical story. I say farcical because of where it may lead. I just can't see a world we live in where either they get kicked out of the competition or even this final is moved. Can you?
Certainly the traffic seems to be moving further and further in that direction, Andy. I mean, if it's true what we just heard in our bulletin there from Sinead, that this might actually be expedited as a decision by today for this independent commission to come to a ruling as to whether, you know, they're guilty and therefore that serious a punishment is levied that way. It certainly seems that a lot of the natter and the chatter is all about, well, Southampton have really stepped over a line here. And it's the first time that something like this has happened since the rules were brought in by the EFL in the wake of what happened Derby Leeds. So they knew that any club knows the risks these days. If they try and pull off some sort of spying mission, that the rules are there in place that punishments will ensue. So,
Dan, it's
eyes
incredible
wide
though,
open,
isn't
I
it?
say.
It's incredible because, like we said a couple of days ago, are Middlesbrough still training? Are they keeping themselves fit? Have the players gone on holiday? If they haven't and they're still training, they must have a little bit of an idea that this might go their way.
Maybe so, Gabby. Absolutely. And you have to think about Hull City and all of this.
I know.
Sitting there going, hang on, when are we playing? Who are we playing?
Yeah.
What? They've done nothing wrong, and they're just sat in the middle of all this maelstrom, waiting for it to resolve itself, and wondering, well, who the hell are we playing? And at what time? And how many tickets do we get? And things like that. So, I mean, let's hope for the sake of there's no more mucking about, that we get a decision one way or the other as quickly as possible, so everybody's in the know as to what's happening. Because I think that the idea that this playoff final could be moved, I think, is to do with Wembley Stadium being needed for other events.
Yeah.
Once we get past the bank holiday weekend. So I guess if it was Hull Middlesbrough in the end, then I guess Old Trafford, your gaff, Andy, would be a fairly obvious place to hold a...
I'd be stunned though, Dance. I just can't see a day at all where someone makes a decision to kick him out of competition. What do you think will happen, and what do you think should happen, Dance? Let's start with the latter. What do you think should happen?
Oh, well, I don't have a dog in the fight, so I think it is naughty what's happened, and if they've transgressed, if the rules state that if you are guilty of this, then you can be expelled from competitions, then maybe that's what should happen. I mean, I don't think a fine's going to help. It's not going to appease people, I don't think, who feel wronged that a fine is levied, or a points deduction next season. I don't know. None of it sits comfortably with me, this, Andy. None of this sits...
Also, Dan, do you think they have a duty of care? This guy, William Salt, right? If they are booted out of the final, the amount of pressure that will fall upon his shoulders will be insane.
Yeah. I mean, the poor kid.
Yeah.
I have to feel he's not done this of his own volition. If this is proven to be the case, these allegations, then he's been sent up there. And let's face it, Southampton to Middlesbrough isn't exactly a hot skip and a jump, is it?
No.
So he's gone all the way up from the south coast to the northeast, implicated in this drama. And where's the holistic care for him? I wonder. You're dead right to ask that question.
Dan, is it more as well? Have they done it numerous times this season? Is that what's going to be their full?
I saw something yesterday where somebody had pulled up a press conference that Tonda Eckert had given before the Arsenal FA Cup game.
Oh, no.
Where he said during the course of that press conference, we found a weakness. Oh. And everyone's jumping on that. Just that simple phrase. And they said, well, does that mean they had spies at London Colney? I mean, it's getting ridiculous. The levels to which this is being scrutinised and everything's being gone over with a fine-tooth comb. And as you heard Crookie say in that build-up, clubs are checking their own CCTV to see whether something similar happened to them. This is nuts. That we've got to this stage.
That's, listen, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time, pal.
Thank you, Dan.
Have a great day, and we'll speak to you in a bit.
Ta-ra.
Thanks, man. There you go. The legend is Ian Danter. Don't forget, whenever they are, the playoff games are live and exclusive on the talkSPORT network. That was our EFL expert, Ian Danter, and that was all thanks to McDonald's.
EFLers on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
So much lies on this. Imagine, if Middlesbrough do play in the final, the Southampton fans, the Southampton players that haven't done anything.
Yeah. It's
Southampton
insane.
players that haven't learned anything.
We need an answer today. You can't go over the weekend with it. It's insane.
Well, it's only 8 days, isn't it? So the final.
Yeah.
Need to know.
A busy show coming up. Jack Wilshere joins us a bit later on, live on the show. 2010 World Snooker Champion, big Chelsea fan, of course. Neil Robertson will be on our show. Coming up, we're going to turn our attention to the first round of the US PGA and whether Rory McIlroy's chances are already over. That's coming up next on The Breakfast Show. Me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor. It's 6:46.
Another developing story this morning coming out of Manchester United. Manchester United have reportedly reached out to other potential candidates, but wish to speak to Michael Carrick first. What do you read into that? Is the significant fact of that Carrick gets first dibs in speaking to those who will make the ultimate decision?
Well,
in other words, he's leading the way.
I find it strange how these things come out. Like, who is it leaking the fact that United have spoken or speaking to other candidates before they speak to Michael? I mean, it's bizarre, especially when you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. Can they not do business? Can they not keep their own counsel? I find that a bit bizarre, but he's done really well. And, with the position they were in to where he's got them, you could argue he deserves another go at it and bring some players in the summer. And I wouldn't say that's a huge risk. The progression they've made under him, I'd give him another go. Yeah.
Yeah. Significant, Simon, that they want to speak to Carrick first.
Yeah, again, I don't know who's briefing in and whether it's coming from Carrick's side or whether it's coming from Man United's side as to the briefing in as to why Man United need. You can employ an England manager without anyone knowing about it, but they can't seemingly have a conversation amongst themselves about broadcasting it to the media. I don't understand why that is the case. I still think it's fraught with lots of questions that need to be asked and answered about the position of someone that becomes in moments of adversity. We've seen no moments of adversity for Carrick, really. He's done the job, so it makes it a conundrum.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Morning, everyone. 6:50. It's the breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. We've got lots coming up. A bit later on, we'll speak to Jack Wilshere, Neil Robertson. But let's turn our attention to one of my favourite sports in the world, a bit of golf. It was an eventful opening round at the USPGA. How about that? I mean, it was a mad day. South African Garrick Higgo, right? He was given a 2-shot penalty for turning up to his tee time 30 seconds late. 30 seconds late. If he arrived on time, it'd be time for the lead now.
A bit harsh, isn't it?
I think that is insane. Justin Rose reportedly leaked the new Chelsea kit, wearing it when he arrived to the course. Well done to him. Scotty Scheffler, he shares the lead with 6 other golfers heading into day 2. And I don't think Rory McIlroy is a happy bunny. He gave a very brief answer when asked how his round went afterwards.
Rory, how would you describe your opening round?
Yeah, we've all been there, Rory.
Okay.
In fact, I go there every time I play golf. So it didn't go to plan for Rory McIlroy, but the same could be said for the likes of Tommy Fleetwood, Hatton, and especially Bryson DeChambeau. Join us now to round it all up is talkSPORT's very posh golf correspondent, Rupert Bell. Rupert, good morning to you.
Good morning to our royal correspondent, Rupert.
Good morning, Gabby. Looking forward to seeing you in Istanbul next week. But more importantly, I was up to the wee small hours watching it last night. And actually, Rory McIlroy was asked to expand on his one-word answer, and he put the word "really" in front of what he actually said. So he spent 3 hours on the practice range afterwards because he was playing army golf off the tee, left, right. And as a result, 4 bogeys in a row at the end of his round, which he's never done before in a professional tournament. So that shows you how bad. Remember 12 months ago after he won the Masters, he had to take his driver out of the bag because it was and replace it with another one because it was found to be illegal. Well, this time it was just bad play off the tee, which he says he's been suffering from all year. So hugely disappointing, and he's going to have to shoot, I think, something subpar, get into the 60s if he wants to guarantee his participation at the weekend.
Wow. Nice to know it's not just me that has bad days on the course. Talking of the course, do you think the course was the winner then yesterday?
Well, it was interesting. Talking of Rory McIlroy, he said it was pretty easy off the tee. But actually, and it was generous. It just that Rory was all over the place. Scotty Scheffler missed one fairway, but you needed to be accurate with your approach shots, and you saw the greens also causing problems. Bryson DeChambeau hit a putt from about 10 feet that went 60 feet past on the very difficult 11th. So actually the course has proved far more challenging than I think people predicted. The greens are very quick. They may have to keep an eye on that. And so that's why many players were very walking off the course with tails between their legs, but not Scotty Scheffler. I mean, he was calm as you like yesterday and just sort of working his way into the joint lead, which has, Martin Keimer, former winner, who's been on the Live Tour doing absolutely nothing, producing one of the best rounds of his career in recent times, and another German as well. But Scotty Scheffler is now a short price favourite to go on to win this title.
I was going to answer the question out of my mouth then, Rupert. Is he definitely the favourite for this to win it?
Scotty Scheffler's so definite to win it. You just think, looking at the rest of the field around him, he's got that aura now. He may not be the sort of flashiest character, but when he's on the leaderboard in this kind of position, everyone will be going, where's Scotty? Because they will know he is the one they've all got to beat. If you finish ahead of Scotty, then you will probably go on to win it this week because he looked that good yesterday compared to all the others who were sort of having very inconsistent rounds, depending on the odd hole out. John Rahm holed out from 100-odd yards, and he's played all right in the end, one under par. But most other players were not comfortable out there, particularly on the greens.
I'm going to ask you, I hope I don't throw you under the bus here. So I mentioned that Garrett Higo, was given a 2-shot penalty for turning up 30 seconds late. What's the next penalty? Is it like every 30 seconds you lose 2 shots?
If you get 5 minutes, then he would get disqualified. I mean,
Wow.
So it was that bad. Look, it was his fault.
Yeah, but
and
30
he was told
seconds.
to hurry.
Come on, Rupert.
Sorry,
30 seconds.
No.
Come on, Rupert.
Right now, Andy, if you turn up late for your breakfast show, you're expected to be there at 6 o'clock, aren't you? Okay, Alan Brazil, it might have been, rules were always bent for Alan, but you had to, if you didn't turn up this morning, say you were 10 minutes late, you'd be hauled over the coals, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but 30 seconds I wouldn't be, would I?
Why not?
Well, Gabby...
Be on time. Be on time. What's wrong with being on time? He knows, and he was told to hurry up by his caddy, but he ambled over. So it's entirely his fault.
Got a point.
30 if it's 5 minutes, I get it. 30 seconds. I mean, whose watch is that on? Whose watch is that on?
Well, it's the official timekeeper.
No, I'm not happy with
will
that.
say, I want you are at the rules. Every player knows what time he's to be on the team.
Rupert,
get there 2 minutes before.
Being on time is late. When we played at Villa, managers, if he was late for a meeting or training, even if it was 5 seconds, you'd get fined. So you're right, mate.
Did you get a lot of fines, Gabby?
Every single day,
Rupert,
Sorry, Gabby.
Thank you for coming on. What wing of the house do we find you in? It's a lovely room you're in. Where's that? West Wing?
My study, if that's all right.
Oh,
Is
it's a
that
big
all right?
study, Rupert.
Very big study, yeah.
Rupert, are you chartering a plane to Istanbul I can jump on by any chance?
No, you'll be all right. I've got a plane that's taking me via the houses. I don't know where I'm. So basically, I get to Heathrow, and then I'm not sure where I'm ending up. But I do end up in Istanbul about 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. So
Lovely. Can't wait to see you over there, mate.
Don't be late for the flight. Safe travels.
Well, I won't be.
See you soon.
Cheers, Rupert.
There you go, wonderful. Just quickly, you actually said, unless I'm going nuts, I'm going to ask. This is what you said. I'm going to ask you a question out of my mouth. That's what you said.
Took the question out of my mouth.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah,
I thought
meaning I was going to ask that question.
Yeah, you took the words out, mate. Yeah.
You're right, mate.
I thought you said.
Read that down, didn't you?
I'm going to ask you a question out of my mouth.
Yes.
Still to come on the Breakfast Show.
Rupert.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Manage your Travis Perkins trade account online at travisperkins.co.uk or via the Travis Perkins app.
Well, this will wake people up, isn't it? This is an alarm call now. This was last year's winning Eurovision Song Contest winner from Austria. Ugh, turn it up a bit. Hold on. In fact, turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. Bit more. Perfect. Right, that's to get us in the mood for tomorrow night. Gabby and I will be ranking this year's entries. We're going to be doing that.
Can't wait, mate.
Okay, easy for me to say.
Some rascals.
Yeah. Well, I think they're all rascals. Don't worry, though. We're going to be joined by some huge names in the world of sport on today's show. Arsenal legend Jack Wilshere will be joining us, 2010 World Snooker Champion. Neil Robertson on the show, and the former West Ham and Newcastle skipper, the brilliant Kevin Nolan. What a show. All of those coming your way this morning on The Breakfast Show. That was our breakfast preview with our wonderful friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
James Corden is with us in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning, James.
So happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm really well. Yeah, I'm very good.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
It's lovely to. We've got so much to talk to you about.
For sure.
Before we talk about football, right?
Yes.
I was just going over old stuff that you've done, right?
Mm.
And I was watching with my producer Ollie this morning when you did the Sports Personality of the Year. I think it was 09, 07, I can't remember. It was nearly 20 years ago. And you stood up in front of everyone, right?
Yes.
You gave, as Smithy, you gave this massive speech.
Smithy won Coach of the Year.
And I said to producer, he's got a good memory, right? How nerve-wracking must that have been for you? Was that just insane? Did you have autocue on that? Or was that...
Well, yeah, no, there was a prompter, but the issue was with that is we shot that 8 minutes before they went live for Sports Personality, so we only had one. We could only do it once.
Yeah.
From the standing up in the crowd, the walking through, doing all the stuff. So also, we had to make sure that lots of people were in the audience because at Sports Personality they all wait in this room before they go out, and we had to go up to like Freddie Flintoff, and what we had to say to him, we had to go, Freddie, we're going to do this thing. Don't laugh along,
okay?
Because it can't look like it's like a sort of roast monologue.
Yeah,
which is why Freddie's such a brilliant actor. Looks so angry in that we just like make out like it's real. Don't just laugh along when we start saying all these things to different people. And the only instruction I was given was you can't.
Thomas Tuchel's busy trying to bring glory back to England for the first time since '66. But how did he get here? Well, from the sleepy town of Crimbark via some giants of European football, here's his journey to Wembley. Sitting around 60 miles west of Munich, Krimbach's population is less than 14,000 people. But Tuchel's friends there remember a boy whose ambitions lay far beyond the Bavarian community. His will to win was evident early. Tuchel often captained his youth football teams, and his school side lifted the national German football trophy in 1987. The Sport took the young defender on a whistle-stop tour of South Germany, from Augsburg to Stuttgart and then Ulm. A knee injury ended his playing career at the age of 25, though. Tuchel accepted his first coaching role in the Stuttgart youth setup in 2000, hired by none other than Ralf Rangnick. Under Tuchel's stewardship, the club's under-19s won their league title in 2005. But Stuttgart chose not to renew his contract, feeling Tuchel had an abrasive personality. He went on to manage Augsburg's second team before spending 5 years at the helm at Mainz. He then followed in Jurgen Klopp's footsteps and moved from Mainz to Dortmund. Here, Tuchel secured his first major silverware, the German Cup, in 2017. 8 more major trophies came next for Tuchel in just 5 glorious seasons. He won 2 Ligue 1 titles and a pair of domestic cups as PSG boss. At Chelsea, he famously lifted the Champions League as well as a Super Cup and a Club World Cup, and he also bagged a Bundesliga at Bayern Munich. And then, 4 months after leaving Bayern, Tuchel was unveiled as England's new manager.
I always wanted to come back to England. That was my big goal. I have the best memories of the country, of the league and of the players. The attitude towards the game, the attitudes from the supporters.
Well, here's hoping Tuchel can finally drag England over the line at a major tournament.
Morning, everyone. It's 7:05. Happy Friday to you. It's the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today and get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. Right, now, if you're joining us at the top of the show, 6 a.m, well done, by the way, for getting up with us. Good work.
Millions of you.
If you're not, you wouldn't have heard me get very excited about the fact I found out yesterday. Loads of you may go, we know about that Goldstein, but I found out yesterday that Yorkshire Tea do a tea bag called a biscuit brew. Yeah. And the idea is that when you make the cup of tea, it tastes and smells like there's a biscuit already dunked in it.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by this. So Molly very kindly nipped to Tesco when it opened about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, thank you, Molly.
Thanks, Molly. Good work.
Thank you.
And have you
job.
Have you got Gabby's clothes out for tomorrow? He's doing that out. You packed his suitcase.
No comment.
So Molly very kindly has made us a brew, right? Can I just point out that no matter how good this is, it won't be anywhere near as good as the coffee I get at Costa Express.
Yes.
In my opinion, there is no other coffee.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
7 a.m. Costa Express.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I like sometimes if my Costa's shut down in the high street, like they're closing it, I then will find a petrol station with a Costa Express, so I can have a Costa Express.
I only go to Costa Express.
Yeah. I don't think there's another coffee shop, is there? Because
I drive straight past Costa to Costa Express.
Yeah, me too.
To go. Yeah.
Any other coffee just isn't coffee.
Exactly. Sponsored by.
Yeah. Okay. So let's have a smell.
I need a bit of milk in mine.
Oh my! It smells like it's
She never said that you want it milky or not milky.
I like it quite strong. I can swap with you.
No, it's okay, man.
So let's do the smell test first, right?
Ooh.
Smells like there's a biscuit in it. This is so insane.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
What biscuit though? Is it a rich tea or digestive?
It smells like a digestive. Did you just put a digestive in it? You couldn't find any tea bags. Oh, wait, this is real.
Go on, let's try. Go on.
Let's have a little go. Hold on. I think I need another go. Hold on.
Yeah, 1 second. Maybe to the bottom.
Yeah, hold on.
We have the biscuit to the bottom.
I think I need one more. Let's try one more. Go on.
I'm being deadly serious. I can't take a bit taste of biscuit.
Things were hard in them days. We used to have to go down to High Street to find our local Costa Express. In my opinion, no other coffee counts. I quite like.
That's a normal tea, that is, mate. You having me on?
Molly, you winded us up. You just stuck a biscuit in this.
There's no biscuit in that, mate.
What'd you make of it? There's the tea. There's the box of tea bags.
Mate, I'm not having it.
Hold on, one more go. Hold on.
Nah. Where's my Costa Express?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Not a fan.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Molly, for going out. There is no other coffee. We only like coffee Costa Express.
You've got it.
Like I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that would be nice. I genuinely thought it would be nice.
It's a good idea, but I can't taste any biscuit in it. But I think that's a good thing because it worries you how you're going to get the biscuits in.
Yeah. I had an idea years and years and years ago that you should create a tea bag with like powdered milk in.
Okay.
So when you add the hot water, you get your cup of tea.
It's a great show.
And I think that exists now. I think someone's done that, but it's not.
Why didn't you do it?
Powdered milk. I don't know. It's just
you
an
chose
idea.
golden paste instead.
Goldstein's golden paste. You know, like we just have an idea and you go, that's a good idea, but nothing came.
Didn't do it. No investors.
No. Let me tell you now, I'm out. You haven't told you how much. Doesn't matter. I'm out. Is that a no from us?
It's it's a big no for me.
Okay.
And, wasn't the best tea.
Yeah. Can we send out for some Costa Express?
Please. Yeah.
Can we do that? Because I'm a big
yeah.
fan of that.
Yeah. From the petrol station.
Yeah. Anywhere, because you can get it in so many different locations. Okay. That's why it really is the best. Right, let's talk about some sport, shall we? Chelsea have the chance to save their season tomorrow as they head to Wembley, of course, live on talkSPORT. It's not been an easy ride for Callum McFarlane since he took over from Liam Rosenior. The FA Cup final, will be only 6 match as manager in senior football. That is insane, with his only victory having come in the semi-final against Leeds. McFarlane, he spoke about this poor recent form and said it's simply not up to scratch for a club like Chelsea.
Yeah, I think our recent form in the league has been way below the standard we'd expect and that we'd showed previously. It's an FA Cup final, so we want to win it. It's a massive competition, prestigious. This club's got history in that competition as well, winning it 8 times. So, our focus is on that, performing as well as we can against the top side.
It is mad to think he's only 6 game in charge and he's going to be leading the team out of Wembley for the FA Cup final. It's insane, isn't it?
And they've been a cup team, haven't they, this season, Chelsea? It wouldn't surprise me if they beat Manchester City.
It would surprise you, Gab. That's a lie.
No, it would. No, only because
it would surprise you.
No, you know what? It wouldn't.
It would surprise you, Gab.
I think if Chelsea put out their strongest side and they perform, it would surprise me. But this isn't guaranteed for Manchester City.
No, of course
it's like a one-off game in the final.
Yeah.
Got some really good players, Chelsea, and players that have to step up.
Yeah.
Your Palmers, your Fernandes, your Pedro. Let's just be honest. Everybody in that Chelsea squad needs to show up for their
You
fans.
played in the FA Cup final, didn't you?
Yes, I did, mate.
Like
it was close.
30 minutes.
Close. Yeah.
Was it 4-0 we lost?
Yeah, but it was a close game. Yeah.
You were injured, though, right? You shouldn't have been even on the bench.
I got injured. Was it the quarterfinals? And I missed the semi-finals. Was when Jack Grealish and star player in the semi-final at Wembley against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then because the team done so well, Tim Sherrill didn't change it for the final. I was fuming. And then he brings me on 4-0 down.
Good luck with that.
So angry, yeah.
Was his instruction, go and get me 5?
No, just go and do your best. And I got took out for a penalty, and Mertesacker took me out. It wasn't given. VAR would have given it. So, took day at the office.
Was Jack Wilshere playing?
I think he was, yeah.
He's on our show. We'll talk to him
Alexis
later about
Sanchez, Theo Walcott. That's a good team.
Okay, we'll talk to him about that later on, but we'll talk about tomorrow's FA Cup final now, because joining us now to tell us whether a win this weekend could wipe all the negative from the season. A very good morning to head of Chelsea Fan TV, Alex Harris. Hi, Alex. Good
morning,
to you.
Alex.
Morning, guys. How we doing?
We're good, man. Very well. You all right? Have you forgot to turn the green screen on behind you? It's just green.
Well, the problem is, if I don't have the green screen, I've got the light coming in from my curtains. So everyone thinks that it's to make me look fancy, but it's just to stop the sun from coming in.
I like that, mate.
But if it's a green screen, you could just put up like Stamford Bridge behind you, right?
I probably could.
Oh, just to give you an idea. Right, let's talk about the FA Cup final. I don't know if you heard it. We were just saying, I would be stunned if Chelsea were to win this game, and then Gabby sort of agreed at the end. You obviously think you've got a chance, but you go into this as the underdogs, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, look, the whole idea that if we win this game, it changes our fortune. I mean, I guess you're right to an extent because we're guaranteed Europa League. I don't necessarily think we get European football in the Premier League. No. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans would agree with me. I remember after the last game against Nottingham Forest, I'm walking back and I'm seeing fans going, I don't know if we're going to beat Tottenham. I certainly don't think that we're going to beat Sunderland either, I'll be honest with you. And that's not a controversial thing to say. No. Football has been so poor since Maresca got sacked. I mean, to be honest, it was poor when Maresca was here, but now we realise even he knew what he was doing, and now we have people in charge that, they shouldn't be in the positions running this football team, picking the lineups. The recruitment's poor. There is going to be a protest before the final as well, which has been organised by Not a Project CFC, so we'll be marching down Wembley Way at 1:30. And it's not against the team, it's against the ownership. So anyone who doesn't like it, it's not to say that we don't want to support Chelsea and we don't want to win this game, but win, lose or draw, we are being run by a group of people who don't know what they're doing. I'm seeing the links with Xabi Alonso, and for me, you're just dangling the carrot. I will not believe anything until it's done. I will not believe a single thing because the amount of PR that comes out with this football club, and I come on air, I speak about Esteval, we beat Barcelona, I remember everyone thought it was all cushy. And now I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking, this isn't much better than a couple of years ago when we finished 12th in terms of how much I've enjoyed this season. It's been such a poor year, and I don't think an FA Cup can change that.
Alex, for me, the players, they just haven't turned up this season. I mean, to lose 6 games in a row and obviously drew the last game against Liverpool, how bad have the players been? I mean, you look at some of the stats, and Garnacho, 1 Premier League goal, Delap, 1 Premier League goal, Neto, who's got the ego of a player who thinks he should be playing at Real Madrid, only 5 goals. No one's got over 5 assists in the Premier League. How much do the players have to look at themselves?
Sure. I mean, the players definitely have to improve, but who brought in these guys?
Yeah.
We have 5 sporting directors.
No.
Who does this? Who does this? And not to mention as well, I'll be critical of the sporting directors, but they're only working with the cards that they're dealt as well. Egbali's the guy that's put the limitations on what we can do and what we can't do. We could have had Magnan. We could have had Osimhen. We could have had a lot of decent players in this side. And nobody's saying we could have won the league. I mean, we could have certainly been in a title race with more quality and more experience, but we've decided to go in a totally different direction. And now they're saying that if a manager like Xabi Alonso comes in, they appreciate that he's going to have more of a say in terms of the players that come in. But again, we go back to the boring stuff. We have no money. We have been spending other people's money. We are in hundreds of millions of pounds of debt. We owe Ares Management money. We owe Bank of America money. We owe JP Morgan money. And people seem to ignore this and they go, well, who are we going to buy in the transfer market? We're losing out on Champions League football. There's 100 million gone. You're saying that, we're going to sign these top managers. How are they going to control anything if we don't have money to spend? So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think we're just going down a rabbit hole in terms of the financial aspect of Chelsea. But on the pitch, listen, I'm going to be very happy with an FA Cup regardless. I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if we beat City because anything can happen. But also, I remember 2 years ago when we played them in the semi-final with Pochettino, they'd played 2 days before against Real Madrid and they still managed to beat us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have won some trophies with this squad. So I can't say we've had no success, but very, very unlikely.
Alex, listen, thanks so much for your time, man. Good luck in the game.
Thank you, Alex.
Speak to you in a bit.
Cheers, guys.
I don't think they've got a chance in the game. What do you think the score will be?
I won't surprise them extra time.
Okay.
They've showed they can turn up in cup competitions. When it suits them, Andy, they'll turn up. I don't think it's going to be straightforward for Manchester City.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, next up we'll be looking at that huge final tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to, not the FA Cup final, obviously, Eurovision.
to be a fun run. I mean, with the Premier League, I think it really is in our hands now. I can't see us giving it away with our remaining fixtures, especially Burnley at home next Monday night, which I will be going to.
Yeah, I feel as well, Man City will drop points. I really believe it. Bournemouth away. Iriola's last game, home game of the season, and they're fighting for Champions League. That's a tough game for Man City.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If obviously Aston Villa go and win the Europa League final, doesn't that open
sixth place? Yeah.
Yeah. So Bournemouth have got it all to fight for.
Because Brighton have got 2 winnable games behind them as well, so they know they probably need 2 wins. Bournemouth.
Yeah, Brighton have been in great form as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But guys, I've got to tell you, and I know you guys have probably already been told, but a lot of rival fans listening to this are going to think I'm crazy. I actually, a few weeks ago, had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed on my forearm.
No,
I don't believe you.
I really have. It's on my TikTok page. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of it, am I?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, so if for anyone listening, it's called Arsenal.overflow. And yeah, you'll find it on TikTok. It's pinned at the top of my profile. I had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed alongside Thierry Henry and Emirates Stadium in the background because I do believe in this man. I do believe he is the one that's going to get us over that line, get us the trophy.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000.
Oh my God.
Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7:20. You're waking up to the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor alongside. Should we head to the phone lines? I think we shall, because the independent hearing into Spygate, that's going to take place today to decide the fate of Southampton's promotion hopes. So what should happen? I've got my take on it. Gabs has got his take on it. Let's find out what Russell's take is. It is a Chelsea fan. Russell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Russell.
Good morning, boys. Always a great show. Listen to as much as possible.
Very kind.
Trying to be quick with it. I believe that probably most, if not all, clubs do some kind of spying here and there and probably don't get caught anyway. Obviously, if they decide a punishment, I know it sounds harsh, but I think it's pointless doing them a fine, because when they get promoted, they get so much money for it, so they'll be able to pay for it. And the points deduction next season, it might make them relegated. So then at this point, the way I see it is just punish them by not letting them go to the final and let Middlesbrough go through. It's a harsh lesson for them to learn, but I'm sure if that happens, a lot of other clubs are not going to obviously spy and do this in the future, I suppose.
Thanks for your call, mate. It's a big call, that, isn't it?
Massive
to kick him out of the competition.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but in this world we live in now, and it wouldn't surprise me if it does happen.
Oh, okay. Like that, is it?
Sorry, mate.
Negativity.
Yeah.
Time now for our coffee break.
Off my chest.
With
Costa Express.
Yeah, the wonderful Costa Express. Of course it is.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
I think we all know this one. This is the winning song by the Netherlands in Eurovision back when Gabby was born in 1975.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was, 1975. This is the winning song.
The winner?
Turn it up a bit. This is the winner. Netherlands.
This is all right, Gabs.
It's okay.
I can imagine you dancing to this.
Katie Shanahan is in the studio.
Yes, so forget the final day of the Scottish Premiership. Forget the FA Cup final. Tomorrow is all about Eurovision.
Do you like it?
I do like it, actually. In recent years, I've become a fan. How about you guys?
When I was younger, I did. Nothing else to watch, was there?
What, you had to watch it?
Yeah,
I think Graham Norton makes it.
Yes.
I think he's a genius. Without his commentary over it, I think it'd be awful.
Yes. Well, to get everyone in the mood, we are going to get both of you to blind rank 5 of this year's entries. We'll find out tomorrow evening if either of you got close to agreeing with the general public on what's good and what's not. And we've got some crackers and some awful ones in here.
No, you haven't. You've got some awful ones. There's no crackers.
Well, I like one of them. So the first song for you to blind rank in your top 5 is this one.
I keep dancing on the ice, 'cause I feel alive. I'm satisfied.
So that is Belgium's entry called Dancing on the Ice.
Eyes?
Ice.
That's on the eyes.
Ice.
Okay.
Dancing on ice. Okay. Andy, where are you putting that? Where are you putting that in your top 5?
6th.
That is not
As
an
Gabby
option.
would say, 6th. It wasn't too bad. It put a smile on my face. It was a happy song.
Mid-table?
3, yeah. I'll put it in 3.
And you can't copy, by the way, for the whole of this game. What
Okay,
you go?
I'm going to go 4.
We've got to remember where we put this.
Okay, so we've got a little table, don't you worry. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
All across it. Right, next song for you to blind rank is this one.
Saremo io e te per sempre legati per la vita.
Okay, so that is
I like that.
Italy's
Sexy.
entry called Per Sempre Si. So the chorus translates to, Gabby, it will be you and me forever, tied for this life. Without you is worth nothing.
Bit dark.
Makes no sense to live. It will be you and me from here on. It will forever be yes.
I'm getting emotional.
Are you romantic, Gab?
I am romantic.
No, he's not.
I am.
If you're going to do something romantic, she's got to do it for you.
Yeah,
Like, pack your suitcase, pick your clothes out.
I am romantic, and that song sounds like the sort of song that you're on holiday and you know,
by the pool.
A bit of entertainment comes on after dinner, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a bit of me. That is. I'm going to go 1.
Wow.
I'm going to go
Can't
1.
go early.
Top
I'm
of the
going
tree.
early, mate.
God, well, it's the
I like
romantic
that.
ones.
What's it called again?
Per Sempre Si. I'm sure it's on Spotify somewhere.
What? Percent?
Per Sempre Si.
Yeah, how are you
It's
going to spell
Italian.
that?
How do you spell that in a...
Yeah.
P-E-R-C-E-M-P-R-S-I.
All right, I'll get it off you.
See, from Italy. So that's Italy's version. Quick game's a good game, guys.
Sorry.
Andy, where are you putting that?
4.
4.
It's a 4 from me.
Okay, it's a 4 from Andy. Right, next song for you to blind rank is this one.
Let's just be
Okay, so Australia's entry called
What?
Eclipse.
Who's
by-
entry?
Australia's entry.
How's that Eurovision?
That was Australia's entry called Eclipse there by Delta Goodrem. Do you remember her, a famous singer?
Yeah.
Who has sold more than 8 million albums all over the world. Gabby, what part of Europe is Australia in?
Just on the border. No,
So-
I'm going to give that 5.
Yeah.
Not having it one bit.
That's
Not having
terrible.
it. Terrible.
But I like the fact they've got a big name in it. They've gone for
Yeah,
it,
because
right?
she Born to Try. Do you remember that song?
Garbage. In O'Hara's words, that song. Garbage.
They're all
That's not garbage. Not a
I didn't
disgrace
like that.
either.
I didn't like it.
I'll go 5, so I've got 5, 4 and 3.
Yeah. I've got
5, 4 and 3,
2
okay.
and 3 left.
Great. Right, this is the next one. Here we go.
I know this is. Bit of German in there. I know who song this is.
So you'll be pleased to hear that this is the UK's entry by someone called Look Mum No Computer, and the song is called Eins, Zwei, Drei. Gabby, do you know what country would say Eins, Zwei, Drei? 1, 2, 3?
Germany.
Well done.
Easy.
And where are you putting that then?
I would put it 5, but I can't, so I'm going to go 3.
3.
Yeah, terrible.
Okay.
Garbage.
So it's now time for your final song.
Do I not rank it?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to give it 1 because that's the only point they're going to get over the next 24 hours.
Love that.
Because
Great
no one's
show.
going to vote for that.
Deary me.
That's first for me.
That is, you've gone for top spot. This one, I like this one. Time for your final song. Here we go. This is the bookmaker's favourite for the title. So this is Finland's his entry, with Leakin Hayton, which is the heavy favourite to win Eurovision.
It's weird because I hate him as well.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
That's a bad
I quite like that.
Nah, terrible.
So bad, aren't they?
That should be number 5 as well. I'm going to give it number 2.
So you're happy with your number one
My
Italian
number
one?
one is like the best. Can we play my number 1 again, please, Ed?
Can we not play any of them again?
Turn it up.
I quite like that, actually.
To be fair, this is pretty good.
Imagine by the pool, right? It's about 2 o'clock. I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gabby, I can imagine you by the pool.
Cocktail's just been ordered.
Yes. What cocktail?
Mojitos.
Oh, lovely.
They're flying high.
What a tune.
Beach balls flying all over the place.
Everyone's getting involved.
Yeah, I love it.
All the granddads, grandmas getting involved. Everyone, different age groups.
This is good.
Okay, so you're happy with your top 5s. Andy, you've gone UK, Finland, Belgium, Italy, Australia as your top 5.
Have I? Okay.
Yeah.
Well remembered. How'd you do that?
Just
That's
top of my
good.
head.
That's impressive.
Gabby, you've gone with Italy, as we just heard there, Finland, UK at number 3, Belgium and Australia.
Italy can't make World Cups. Let them win something.
Ooh, shots fired.
Can't even get there. I think yours is better than mine.
Number 1's that's a banger. That is.
I think out of the two of us, you're going to be a much better blind ranker than I am.
If you hear that, mate, by the pool, you know what I mean. You're not
Should we go?
sitting down, are you? You're getting up on you.
Why don't we take Simon Jordan's jet and go after the show?
Mate, I wish.
Should we do that?
Take Rupert with us as well.
Wait, Simon won't be coming, will he? Got to get his passport back.
Oh yeah, you can't get
Katie, that was wonderful.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
You're going to be watching that, are you? Who's your favourite? Which one's your favourite?
I quite liked Italy, actually.
Thank you. I'm going to be watching it now for Italy.
No, you're so not.
I am.
So not going to
Come
be.
on, Italy.
No, you actually vote. Please vote.
I will vote for Italy. That was about the UK.
And the UK. You've got to
I
also
will not
vote for the UK.
No way.
That's why I gave him a point. It's the only one they're getting.
I'm not voting for the UK. That was awful, mate. Racket.
Actually gone the German route. Very strange decision, isn't it? I'll tell you why he's done that. Very clever. So when people hear it, they'll think that's not the UK entry.
Yes, let's give them
That's very clever, actually.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think it's clever at all.
Yeah.
Because people like it's Germany.
It's a 9 from me. That's all thanks to our friends at Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
Katie, thank you for that. Are you done now for
I'm
today?
done now.
You're not coming back?
today.
Okay, have a lovely weekend.
We're talking about the song. Still, you carry
Oh,
on.
you okay? Yeah, fine. You carry on. Coming up, we'll turn our attention to a historic day in Scottish football. The title decided between Hearts and Celtic takes place tomorrow for the whole of the UK. Will they be supporting Hearts? Will you shut up, Gabby? We'll find out right after this. It's 7:30.
Ben White is to miss the rest of Arsenal's season and is set to be ruled out of the World Cup. A suspected knee ligament injury for Ben. He picked it up on Sunday. I think it was a 50-50, wasn't it? With Somerville of West Ham. Now, up until now, Tuchel has ignored Trent Alexander-Arnold since his move to Real Madrid this summer. Could it be goodbye Ben and hello Trent? What do you think?
My gut feeling is Tuchel just doesn't fancy Trent, no matter who's fit or not, to be honest, from a defensive point of view. That's how it feels. The recent squad, he had, 36, and he didn't put him in, so I don't see why I'd be putting him in now.
You think he's decided he's not going to be featured?
Feels that way.
Yeah.
I might be completely wrong, but
No matter what.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be going. It's a shame for Ben White because he seems to be in the good books for Tuchel, and he's just started to get his form back a little bit, playing regularly because Timber's injury. He's decent player.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Gary Neville had a little criticism of the way he made that tackle. I kind of make him right in a way, but the problem you've got now, because I missed the final once by dangling a leg. Rio come through me hard, Rio Ferdinand, the way it leads it was. And I did me ligaments, missed the final because of it. And I look back on the tackle and think, yeah, I should have gone in full tilt. Problem you've got now with the way the rules are, especially with the follow-through rule, even if you go in full tilt and you do get the ball, but you catch someone on the way through,
and you get a red card.
Yeah, it actually encourages you to be a bit more tentative.
So what is it when you're going in fairly committed, but don't end up truly committed?
Yeah.
I mean, Gary Neville said Ben White just hangs his leg there. It's poor. He's got to be stronger than that. He's hurt himself there.
Yeah, and that's my point.
He says you're asking for trouble by doing that.
Yeah, he's right.
It's not often you associate fan power with Chelsea Football Club, but one of the shining examples of it lies with a group called the Chelsea Pitch Owners. And they've proved to be the thorn in the side of owners past and present who've been dead set on moving stadiums to a larger, more lucrative piece of land. Essentially, the supporters group holds the freehold to the land on which Stamford Bridge sits. Former owner Ken Bates set it up at a time where some unruly property developers tried to evict the club from their ground. In order to prevent this, he established the CPO as a company that owned the pitch and offered the fans the chance to buy a share for £100. As well as that, they also own the rights to the name Chelsea Football Club, so if any owner wants to take them elsewhere, they can't be called Chelsea without the approval from the CPO. Now, in 2011, Roman Abramovich tried and failed to move them away from Stamford Bridge, and this has set a precedent for Todd Bowley and the current power brokers at Chelsea. They know any plan which involves moving from Stamford Bridge will require CPO approval from the now 13,000 fans who own it. There are fans who are concerned that if they stay at the bridge, they'll be left behind their domestic and European rivals who are moving to more commercially successful stadiums. But for the heritage and history lovers, Stamford Bridge is one of the iconic English stadiums, and to move away would be a grave mistake. It might not be as flashy as others, but stadiums like it have something about them that cannot be replaced. One thing's for sure, if Bowley wants to take Chelsea away from their home, he'll have to go through the CPO first.
.35, happy Friday everyone. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car. Get a free 2-year service plan, plus get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Before we move on with the show, I know my eldest, Boo, we call her Boo, is listening. She's got her first written exam today in her A-levels. So good luck to Boo.
Oh, wow.
Say good luck to Boo.
Good luck, Boo.
And good luck to everyone taking that A-levels.
Yeah, my son's got his psychology this morning, 9 a.m.
Why has he got it at 9? What's the thought behind that?
I don't think you get a choice, do you? His first one.
But psychology at 9.
A couple of days ago, he had one at 1 p.m.
Yeah, but psychology at 9. I'm just trying to work out why that would. So 9. There must be a reason. There must be a deep dive. Good luck, Boo. Yes. By the way, she did her art exam. They get the art ones back early.
Yes.
She got an A in that as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets her brains from her dad.
A lot of stress as well for the teenagers.
Yeah, too much stress.
Yes,
she works very hard. We're very proud of her.
A lot for them.
Right, good luck, Boo. Well done. Right, heading north of the border. What a final day of the Scottish Premiership season we have got in store tomorrow. Hearts aiming to officially end the Old Firm dominance at Celtic Park. They only need a draw, but would have been far more comfortable had Celtic not been awarded the most controversial penalty in Scottish VAR history. Yesterday, the legend that is Super Ali McCoist was on the Breakfast Show. He branded the decision an embarrassment.
It was that awful a decision that the whole country's taking notice. You know, if you're getting you boys talking about it,
yep.
Gary Lineker talking about it, Jeff's getting off his head about it, everybody. I mean, it's as bad as it is, it might bring it, you know, to people's notice because it was an appalling decision. And by the way, exactly on that spot on Saturday night, Hearts should have been given a penalty. the referee was asked to go over to the monitor. He did, and then never gave it. In the game, the Old Firm game, there's a clear red card, Alistair Johnston, which VAR doesn't get involved in. The first goal is offside. They don't look at that. So we are, guys, we are as well. We must get rid of VAR, particularly in Scotland.
Very croaky, super Ali McCoy. I think he's been shouting at his telly a lot. Delighted to say we can bring in a man who scored 271 goals over 2 spells at Hearts and was part of the side that came so close to winning the SBL in 1986. As we say, a hello, a happy Friday to the wonderful John Robertson. Morning, John.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Andy. Gabby, how are you?
We're good, mate. How are you after what has been one of the most bonkers weeks in SPL history?
Yeah, it's been frustrating. As a Hearts fan, I think Ali summed it up there. Hearts had what looked like a clear penalty against Motherwell on Saturday night. There was contact with Karazidas. The referee didn't give it. He was sent to the monitor and then incredibly decided to stick with his on-field decision. And then he said that there was a potential red card. A Hibs player was sent off against Celtic for a very similar tackle. And then on during the week there on Wednesday night, Hearts were 3-0 up, and it was 2-2 at Fir Park, and it would have made things, a lot, I wouldn't say comfortable, but far better. Hearts would have been going to Celtic Park tomorrow, looking to avoid a 3-0 defeat to win the title, or a 3-goal defeat. And they gave a penalty, and the one thing about it was that you look at the footage that was available, there was only one camera angle, which probably shows up a little bit of VAR in Scotland. And there was no way on earth you could ascertain whether it hit his hand or not. He's headed it. It looked like he's headed it about 30 yards away. And incredibly, it was hauled up by Andrew Dallas. And then John Beaton, after looking at it for about 20 seconds, I think he looked at it 3 times, and incredibly awarded the penalty. Fair play to Iniacho. He stood up and rolled the ball in the corner, and then suddenly from Hearts having to avoid a 3-goal defeat, they now go to Celtic Park, and Celtic know a win will win them the title. So it's been bizarre, but Hearts are still in there, and they're still in there swinging. They've gone to Celtic Park and won already this season. They're unbeaten in 3 matches against Celtic, so we're all very hopeful that we can hang on, and Derek McInnes and the lads can hang on and bring that title home.
John, I was watching the game. I thought the Man City game was quite boring, so I switched off after 20 minutes, watched the Celtic game. And my first look at it, I was like, oh, is it an elbow maybe? And then when I seen the replay, I was like, no, there's no elbow. And I was like, no, that's not handball. So having a look myself on the replay that Sky showed, I 100% knew it wasn't a penalty. I was confused how the referee went over, and it took him, 5, 10, 15 seconds to look at it and then quickly say, okay, that's a penalty. And the backlash that I've seen on social media from neutrals like myself and other people shows it was the wrong decision.
Yeah, but you look at, you guys had it in England last week with the Arsenal-West Ham game, where it was just nuts. There was so much going on in that incident, where there was a couple of fouls against Arsenal players and about 3 or 4 fouls against West Ham players. I thought, that the VAR referee took his time. He went through each incident methodically. He had lots of camera angles, and eventually came to the decision that it was a foul on the keeper. I must admit, I did like Paul Merson's idea, where there's that much going on, that he went down the American football thing. Well, you know what? We're going to decline all penalties and just stick with your on-field decision, because there was that much going on. But you've seen it. You've said it yourself there, Gabby. There's one angle that the VAR referee had, and there was one angle for the main referee to look at, and there is no way in hell's earth that you can ascertain 100%, not even 50%, can you ascertain that there's a hand involved there. And you know yourself, Gabby, you've been involved.
Yeah.
If you hit that with the palm of your hand, it's going about 2 yards.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And he's headed it about 20 yards away, and it's just, we were all looking at it, we were watching it from Tynecastle, and you're looking at thinking, can't possibly give a penalty for that. We're the same as you were thinking, is there an elbow? As soon as you know the elbow's not involved, you're thinking, nothing to worry about here. And of course he gives it, and then the whistle's immediately, Celtic fans invade the pitch, and it's gone.
John, what I find bizarre about that is that I don't think he hit his hand either. But even if it did, his hand wasn't outside the silhouette of his body. So even if it did hit his hand, it's still not a penalty. So I can't for the life of me understand why that was given. But I just want to move it on a bit because I want to get your view on how the Hearts players will feel now, because they won the game 3-0 on Wednesday night. I just wonder if their spirits will be low and they'll have to pick themselves up for this game tomorrow.
No, I don't think so, Andy. I genuinely don't, because, I was more nervous about the game on Wednesday because you're playing Falkirk at home. Falkirk, like Motherwell, very, very dangerous side. Very dangerous side this year. They attack really, really well, and they've caused problems for all the teams. I'm thinking, please don't drop any points here. And we didn't, to be fair. Falkirk were great first 20 minutes, caused lots of problems, then Hearts settled down, won the game quite comfortably. And they come off the pitch and the players were fine. They took their families round. It was the last home game. They took their families round. They waved to the crowd. They were in good spirits. They did the job they had to do. It was just, I think there was more. The fans were more deflated than the players, because the players knew what they had to do. They've done it, and I think they expected Celtic to win. I think everybody expected Celtic to win, but it was just the circumstances. So I don't think the players will be down. They'll train at Tynecastle today, I believe, and that should be their last preparations. They'll go through tomorrow. Ready to fight for the title, and as I say, I think they'll be up for it. I don't think there's any problem at all. It's got to be difficult now. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be difficult, and I think, just going back, I mean, it was only the green half of Scotland that were delighted with that decision. The Celtic fans were delighted, and the Hibs fans will be jumping up and down as well, thinking now that Celtic can stop them going, because you'll know yourself, Gabby, it's for you, it's a bit like Birmingham City being on the brink.
Yes,
they just don't want it to happen, and it's been great. It's been great. The rivalry has been fantastic.
Exactly.
Hibs fans are telling me they can't sleep because they're worried about Hearts winning the title. Hearts fans can't sleep because they want to win the title. And as I say, we're going into Lionsden tomorrow, but we're still swinging.
Also, John, in 1986, your Hearts team, only needed a draw to win the league on the final day, and you lost to Dundee. Celtic went on to win the league. What would you say to the players if you could speak to them today at some point before the big game?
It's one of them ones, Gabby. Thanks very much. It's 40 years.
Sorry, mate. That's the producer, Ollie Thornton.
Happy anniversary.
£50,000 worth of therapy, but thank you for bringing it up again. Listen, I think you just tell them that this. I've said for the last few weeks on Sky Sports, etc., that the two words immortality awaits. Mm-hmm. That's the thing for me. This club have not won the Premier League the Premiership since 1960, 66 years. Unfortunately, a lot of Hearts fans have come and gone and not seen it happen. Celtic have won 13 in the last 14. It's just another title for Celtic. Cal McGregor and Alan Forrest can add to the gazillion medals they've got, but for the Hearts players to win this, I think it's a once in a generation opportunity. Having Tony Bloom at the club, and he said that they could challenge within the next 5 to 10 years. So this is a real bonus opportunity. And what I think they've got in their favour is that the Hearts team in 86, we didn't really go top till about half a dozen games to go. This team's been top since September,
John,
and they've handled it brilliantly.
Yes.
John, I could talk to you all morning, I really could, but sadly I can't. Just quickly, I think you said that this will be bigger than Leicester winning the Premier League, is that right?
Yeah, I genuinely believe it, Andy, because you look at Celtic's wage bills, 30 to 40 million, and they've spent about 30 to 40 million on their team. Hearts have spent a couple of million assembling this team, and the wage bill's about 7 to 10 million.
Yeah.
So this, and think about it, no other club has won the title since Aberdeen in 1985, other than Celtic and Rangers. So, as I said, I believe, and a few people have raised their eyebrows down south, that this would be, in my eyes, bigger than Leicester City winning the title.
John, you're an absolute superstar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate.
Usually I'd say enjoy the game. You won't enjoy it. No one can enjoy it until the final whistle goes and you know the score. But I'm sure it'll be fascinating. I'll be watching, put it like that. I'm sure loads of us down south will be watching, and that's only good for Scottish football. John, thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome, guys. All the best.
Thanks, man. Have a great day. There you go. The Hearts legend, John Robertson.
A nice guy.
Big thanks to him.
Yes.
Superstar. Still to come on The Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Go big on landscaping with Travis Perkins. Find everything you need at travisperkins.co.uk.
Yeah, we're coming up to halfway through the show. I've got to tell you some big names. If you've just woken up, some big names coming your way. Former Arsenal England midfielder, now, of course, EFL trophy-winning gaffer of Luton Town, Jack Wilshere, will be joining us in about 40 minutes' time. And that's not all. We'll speak to Aussie snooker star, 2010 world champion, big Chelsea fan Neil Robertson on the show, and former West Ham captain Kevin Nolan as well, to name but three. What a show. It's all coming up between now and 10. That's our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast Preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. From fence panels to decking or paving packs to topsoil, Travis Perkins has all your landscaping needs covered.
Oh, was it? Okay, so, yeah. This is Never Ever by All Saints, but why are we playing it, I hear you ask? Well, I think this is nuts what I'm going to tell you now. I was out Saturday night, with our friends John and Emma, right? Went for a curry. And, you all right?
Sorry.
Turn it up, he wants more of it. Turn it up a bit.
Sorry, no, carry on, sorry.
Go on.
Ready?
Here we go, you got a good bit now. Come on. Vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from... Oh, he's going to struggle with that. Oh, you got it.
What's a tune, by the way?
So I was out with my friends on Saturday night. I went out for a curry. And John's wife, Emma, said to me, I've never, ever, bearing in mind she's our age, right? I mean, I'm a little bit older than you. Ever had a cup of tea or coffee. And I went, I don't believe you.
I don't believe that.
And she said, I don't want to quote the All Saints, I promise you I've never ever. And I went, yeah, you must, like, maybe 20 years. I've never, ever had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And I find that insane.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. That is bizarre, isn't it? Now, when I was talking to your producer, he's not mine, Posh Ollie.
Yeah,
very posh, by the way, Ollie.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
I'm sure you must have walked into this building and looked for the Times radio and just taken a left rather than a right.
Do you know he went to Oxford Uni?
It doesn't surprise me. Way too clever for talkSPORT.
Oxford and Cambridge wanted him, and he chose Oxford.
Have you noticed all the scripts are written in his words?
I tried. Simon Jordan's son.
I tried. It could be.
He's like, stop it, guys. Stop
he just said it by never ever. Okay.
You're making me blush. Stop.
Who's that going to be?
Simon.
Oh, right. Fine, okay.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Morning, everyone. Happy Friday, 7:52. This is the talkSPORT Breakfast Show with me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. Shall we have a bit of magic? I think we shall.
Got an issue? Why can't you see? All you need is some help from me. Give my lamp a rub. 1, 2, 3. I'm the Gabby Genie.
Might be one of the worst, and when I say worst, that's a compliment, jingles I've ever heard. We all know that every good genie is able to grant 3 wishes from a magic rub of their lamp. Do you mind me rubbing your lamp?
Now and then.
I'll give it. Have you got a rubbing? You got a sound effect for that? I'll give it a little rub, shall I? It comes up quite clean, doesn't it? Quite dirty. Let me give it a bit more of a rub. Hold on. Sounds like I'm killing Sooty, doesn't it? Right, let's find out whose dreams come true today. We're going to rub it again. I'm ready. If I say it in this voice, it sounds awful. I'm ready for me first rubbing. Yes, that's La Coupe à la Maison. That's France's World Cup song from 2018. And their squad for this summer's tournament was released yesterday. Didier Deschamps has come to you, Genie Gab, and asked you to grant him the wish of having the greatest international squad ever. Do you grant him that wish? I'll be honest, I've heard this so many times, this section on. I still don't really understand what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So what are you're meant to what? You're going to grant him the
grant him a wish that he's not, but I am not going to, Andy.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be a genie that doesn't grant a wish. Listen, it's a fantastic squad of players, but some of the squads that France have had in the past, Zidane's, Perez, Thierry Henry, Anelka.
Kante.
Yeah, and the Brazil squads they've had as well. But if you look at France's squad, mate, wow. Like, forward players.
Yeah, they're the ones.
Shirky, Dembele, Barcola, Thuram, Doué, Mbappe, Elise. Fair play to Mateta as well, making it.
That's ridiculous.
What is probably a sad thing for Morani is that he's not in it.
Yeah.
He had that chance then in the final against Martinez that was saved. But, rightly so, 1 Premier League goal. Deschamps probably say, you're not done enough at Spurs. You don't deserve to be in it. But they're going to be up there, mate. If we play them in the semis, I think that's when we can meet.
Tough game.
That's a tough game. Even defence, Canate, Saliba, Upamecano.
Yeah, I think he's a weakness, Upamecano.
Yeah, 2 Hernandez twins, brothers. Lacroix from Crystal Palace has made it as well. Kunde and...
What? Who? Kunde? No, he's not moonlighting, is he?
No. You can't get his knees done now.
Oh, right.
Too many things done.
That's a huge mistake for France.
But midfield as well. Rabiot, Kante still there. Zaire Emery. They've got a very strong side, mate. Dangerous.
So it's a big no?
No wish.
Okay.
Granted.
Get your lamp out.
Go on, then. Let's go again.
I'll give it another rub.
Mbappe lobs it over the keeper. Oh, what a start for Real Madrid.
This is a bit nuts. A viral petition demanding that Real Madrid get rid of Kylian Mbappe has passed 72 million signatures. I mean, imagine the people that think that but haven't signed it yet. 72 million. The Madrid fans have come to you, Mr. Genie, and they've asked you to grant them the wish of getting Mbappe out of their club.
I just don't understand it. I know, like, after the game yesterday, he says, listen, I accept it. We haven't won titles. No problem. But he'll be thinking, what's going on here? He scored 15 Champions League goals in 11 games, Andy. 24 La Liga goals in 29 appearances. It's been a fantastic season for him on the pitch. The rest of his team might not have performed to their levels, but I don't know why Mbappe is becoming a scapegoat. He's a Galactico. I'm sure when Mourinho gets a job, if he does, he's going to lean on Mbappe to be the leader. Very odd. I don't see where he goes if they want him out. Where do you think Mbappe's going to go?
Someone's got to...
But the ultimate move for him was always Real Madrid.
Yeah.
As a kid.
It's going to be a backward step for him.
Exactly. He's not going to leave. And I'm sure if Real Madrid have a better start to the season next season and they're favourites to win titles, you know what fans are like. Give him.
I know it's before 8 o'clock, but I'm going to do what I shouldn't. I'm going to give your lamp one more rub. Is that
Another
right?
one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it last
Let's see if we can have the wish.
Fernandes, I think, is an extraordinary footballer. He reminds me a bit of, is it Vitinha, who's now in PSG, was at Wolves?
Mm-hmm.
I think Fernandes has that sort of ability.
That was the West Ham superfan James Corden on the Breakfast Show earlier this week, speaking very highly of Fernandes. Arsenal apparently interested in him, Mr. Genie. So do you grant him the wish of moving to one of the world's top clubs?
100%.
Or go to Arsenal.
Yeah, or go to a team that haven't won the... no, I'm joking. Listen, he's a top midfielder. West Ham will be dying to stay in the Premier League. Obviously, they won't keep him the likes of himself, Somerville and Bowen will leave if West Ham get relegated. Listen, I can see him in an Arsenal shirt.
Okay.
I think he's a better player than Zubimendi. I really do. I'm not sure about the hype. Zubimendi, Miles
He started off really well.
Lewis
really,
Skelly's took his place now, but to add numbers and strengthen, I think he could have his pick of Premier League clubs.
Okay.
I rate him highly. Well, he's got to score that chance against.
You're going to grant him that?
I'm going to grant him that wish to go to Aston Villa instead.
Nice. Is there any sound effects for a granted will? Like that? I just keep rubbing his. It's a big lamp, isn't it? On the radio, you can't tell how big that lamp is.
Well, I've got a big head, mate.
Yeah. You got a big lamp as well. I don't know what that.
Careful.
Coming up, Arne Slot is confident he'll be the Liverpool manager next season. But is that what the fans want? 03717223344. Liverpool fans, do you want Slotty in the dugout next season? Give us a call. A reminder, Villa against Liverpool is live and exclusive on talkSPORT tonight.
Are we up? I've got my Costa Express to drink.
Are you going to drink your Costa?
Yes.
Should we drink it together?
Not yet, though. Let's
okay,
wait till the break.
We'll drink it in a moment.
Okay.
It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. This is the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT.
So what? We don't listen. Middlesbrough went 1-0 up, Jamie.
He's right.
Right, they played brilliant. The first half, we scored an equaliser, right, and that done it. That put it to bed because the second half we come out frying, mate. Middlesbrough had nothing. They were leggy. They were gone.
I think the rule is if you're going to
great call.
Don't get caught.
What? What's that?
The rule is you're going to cheat.
Is that your analysis of?
I think
Spygate.
I think well,
if you're going to cheat, don't get caught.
Well, I think if you cheat, no, rule number one, don't get caught. Can't get caught cheating, mate. Can you?
You can't say that, mate.
Well, you can.
You can't.
I don't think it's cheating.
What do you mean?
Just don't get caught.
What do you mean? It's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It is a form of cheating.
It's not a form of cheating, but if you are cheating, don't get caught.
Is texting another woman cheating?
What are you saying to her?
Well,
you tell me what I'm saying, I'll tell you it's cheating.
We're just having a little chat. We're having a,
No, it's not cheating.
We're having a little chat. You know, be a bit flirty.
Right, okay, what am I saying? You give me the context of the text, and I'll tell you it's cheating.
Say, I see you at the bar the other day. I got your number, and I thought I'd give you a message. I thought you look really pretty.
That's not cheating in my book.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace.
Oh, that's not cheating, is it?
What do you mean? It's a form of cheating.
It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. It's fine.
You can't get away with that.
No, I think you wouldn't.
You can't get away
but
with
here's
that.
the thing. I ain't got caught. Delete the text. Delete the text. Delete the text.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, Rugby Union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Morning. Happy Friday, everyone. It's just gone 8:05. It's the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar that is Gabby Agbonlahor alongside Arnold Clark. It's the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. I'm checking you out. You look good today. Who chose those clothes?
I chose them this time, mate.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll change.
That's such a lie.
Because you got on my back, so I've decided to pick my own clothes.
No, that's such a lie.
I've crumbled.
How'd you go into the wardrobe and decide on a black T-shirt and black joggers again?
Because she
for
put
the
them out.
50. Did she really?
Yeah.
You've come down to London, right, today?
Yeah.
Or last night? Who packed your case?
She packed my case, yeah.
She should do. That's her job, right?
Well, yeah.
Did you get a lot of stick for that?
A lot of people agreed with me, to be honest.
Did TalkSPORT listeners?
Yeah,
don't surprise me. You lot out there.
You know, a lot of people said, you know what, everyone's got their jobs in the house.
Yeah.
My job might be this.
Did she hear?
Job might be that.
Or was
she agreed. She said.
Was she allowed to listen to the radio? You allowed that?
She heard it and said, no problem.
Did she?
She agrees.
You got 1 in a million there.
A very lucky guy, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a warder, right? With.
Yeah. I let her leave the house once we. I'm joking. I'm joking, by the way.
On a chain.
You're trouble, you are.
Right, it's FA Cup final week. I forget that. It's sort of past us by. It should never be when the season's on.
No, it's got to be after the season finishes.
Yeah.
Too many games, though. That's why.
Yeah, but it is FA Cup final weekend, so it's only right we speak to someone who won it twice. Former Arsenal and England midfielder, now manager of Luton Town, Jack Wilshere, joins us in half an hour. Man City legend Paul Dickoff also on the show, as well as snooker star, 2010 world champion, Chelsea fan Neil Robertson, and so much happening today, and former West Ham captain Kevin Nolan. Oh no, and Jason is Jason Cunningham on this? Is he not? He's pulled out. Why is he pulled out? He's too tired. He was booked, right?
Wow.
And now he's pulled out.
I'm going to remember that.
That's
I go in the sports bar, you know, and then I'm going to pull out next time.
You know what it is?
Ask me to go on.
Big time, that is. That's big time. Too busy for
Or
us.
do you reckon he gets nervous coming on the big show?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's not been on a big show before, has he?
Do you reckon that's probably what it is?
Maybe.
Yeah, you got to do a bit of prep maybe for the big show.
Disgusting. I'll tell you what, let's call him anyway later.
Yeah, we
right?
will.
No one pulls out of the breakfast show.
Maybe he's doing his knee exercises.
Maybe he's doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dropped his wallet and he
can't pick it up.
He dropped 20p the other day. Hit him on the back of the head. Right, now it's the 5th against 4th at Villa Park tonight. It's live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Aston Villa and Liverpool. They're locked on 59 points, 4 points clear Bournemouth in 6th place. The winner will guarantee themselves Champions League football for next season. On the back page of The Sun this morning, you'll see pictures of Arne Slot and Michael Carrick side by side. The headline is "Take It as Read." Carrick's people have opened talks over a full-time role, while Slot yesterday had this to say on his future.
I have every reason to believe I'm the Liverpool manager next season. First of all, I'm contracted to this club. And second of all, from all the talks we are having. So, yeah, that is my take on it. But as you said, if you don't have the best season, especially if you compare it with last season, if you compare it with other season, maybe you have a different debate. But if you compare it with last season, this has definitely not been a great season. Then it's also normal that criticism comes. And I think we've all had our share. And with all, I mean, the players have had their share, the manager have had their share, and other people in the club have had their share. That is how things work nowadays if you don't win the league.
Look, we've talked about Xabi Alonso many times. He's been linked to Chelsea. Would it be a missed opportunity for Liverpool if they don't take him while he's available?
Yes. I think he's done a great job at Leverkusen. Didn't work at Real Madrid. That was his fault. Toxic bunch of players there, so it wouldn't work for most managers at Real Madrid. But it's a tough one with Slot because a lot of Liverpool fans will say, get rid of him, the football's boring, there's no identity, there's no style of play. But when you won the Premier League in your first season, it doesn't matter if it wasn't his team. He still had to go and win the Premier League. He did it. This season hasn't been great. The players that have come in haven't worked. Frimpong's not worked. Kirkus hasn't had a great season. Isak has been injured. Ekatike now out probably for 9 months. But they did lose Luis Diaz. We know that the sad situation about Jota as well. All that, and still, they've got a chance of getting Champions League football. If I'm Liverpool, I'll say, okay, that's you won. That's you won. Average season. Next season, we have to be fighting.
It has to be, right? It has to be a great season next
We have to be fighting for the title.
Yeah. You can't spend that much money and not fight for the title.
Yeah, this can't be, again, Liverpool fighting for top 5. Liverpool have to be fighting for the title.
Let's find out if the Liverpool fans are behind the manager. Frank's one of them. He joins us first up. Good morning, Frank.
Morning, Frank.
Hi, Gabby. Hi, Andy. You're all right?
Good, man. How are you today? You all right, Frank? Happy Friday.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate, but I'm fed up with the guy, mate. I can't stand him. I can't. And do you know what? 90% of Liverpool fans will tell you exactly the same thing. The guy's an absolute joke.
Frank, let me ask you this, right? Because obviously when you won the Premier League with him, you would never have phoned up and said that. So when did your view on him change?
I've said it right from the off before we even won the league. From January we won the league last season, we played awful football, and we were very lucky to win that league. Very lucky to win it. It was only because City and Arsenal fell off a cliff. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we wouldn't have won that league.
So when you won the league, you were still calling for him to go?
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like his style of football.
What's wrong with it, mate? Can you explain what you don't like about it?
It's slow. Virgil and Canate and Alisson have most of the ball than anyone on the pitch. It doesn't even go forward. The wingers don't take anyone on. The only live wire is Rio.
Yes.
And he doesn't even play him. He plays that idiot Gappo on the wing. I can't stand Gappo.
Is it because of what you've been used to with Klopp? The way, the attacking football, Trent and Robertson receive the ball and straight in behind for Salah and Mane?
Yeah. I understand that. Klopp was amazing and he played amazing football, but at the same time, you can get these managers that come in from these leagues. I mean, he's come in from Holland and won the league with Feyenoord. It's not very hard, considering Ajax fell off a bloody cliff. You know what I mean? So it's one of them where you can't play this ticky-tacky football anymore. Them days are dead now. Like the Pep Guardiola way, this ticky-tacky nonsense. It's dying out of the game now.
Agreed.
Frank, thanks for your call. So quite short. Mate. I just want to get as many callers as I can on. Jack is a Liverpool fan as well. Morning, Jack.
Good morning, Jack.
Hi, lads. You all right?
Good, thanks, Jack. I don't know if you heard Frank just now. He said 90% of Liverpool fans all want the manager out. Are you the 10 or the 90?
I'm the 10, mate. I'm going to the game tonight, but I just think we're not a sacking club, right? And the other managers we've had previously, Klopp, for example, Rodgers, Houllier, the lot, Benitez, they have had a good stint. They've had time to bring their own players in, get their own style of football, get their stamp on the club. And Slot's come in and overachieved, let's face it. Unbelievable first season. Yes, we have been poor this year at times. We've also played really well. Game against Galatasaray at home. Fantastic pressing, high press, high energy. I just think we need to give him time. I'd give him next season. He's signed an influx of players, world class, a lot of them. Ekatike hit the ground running. Isak has been very unlucky. Virtue's finding his feet, so is Kirkes.
Yeah.
These players need time to be embedded.
Jack, do you think he made a rod for his own back winning the Premier League at his first attempt?
No. I think he's personally, for me, he's up there. What manager in this day and age as well, when, a lot of teams are just as competitive as each other. Nobody
I know, but the amount of expectation from Liverpool fans now, because
yes and no, but we were expecting to win a lot. Obviously, with his transition from what Klopp has done and what he's done for the club, and we all knew it was going to be difficult. Nobody would think in a million miles that he would win the league in his first year.
No.
And the fact he's done it, I personally think it's unbelievable.
Okay, you want to keep him, yeah?
I would keep him for another year.
Okay.
Get these players transition, because these players he signed in the summer will kick on next year. I'm very confident of that.
You want to keep him. Thanks for your call. Let's go to Stuart, also a Liverpool fan. Hi, Stuart. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stuart.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Well, good,
Oh,
man.
well,
How
mate.
You sound very chirpy.
Yeah, very chirpy. It's a beautiful day on here. It's
It
sunny.
is.
I'm listening to you two on the radio. What more can I want?
How nice
Exactly.
is that? Send some sun our way.
Slot in, slot out.
Slot definitely out. I've been a season
wow.
ticket holder for 28 years. My God, the football we're playing is dreadful. What is said about style of football? We haven't got a style of football. And the substitutions he makes, it's press conferences. What about that? Oh, yeah, we should against teams who play a high ball and a low block. What on earth was that about? Honestly, I just could not believe it.
I think he's going to stay, right? And I think he'll have to Christmas time to really prove himself. And if you're not in or around the top four by Christmas time, I think then he's got problems.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. And I think Xabi Alonso is available at the minute. I'd definitely get him in.
Would you have Gerrard?
No, not at this point.
Why not?
He's not proven. I love it. Absolute club legend, but he's not proven as a manager, is he really?
No.
He struggled at Villa.
Stuart, what does Slot have to do to change your opinion and many Liverpool fans' opinion?
Well, he has to get a style of football, Gabby. Get us moving forward. There's too many times the ball's going back.
Boring, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's boring, honestly. I can't stand it. You want to be entertained, don't you? You go with your mates, have a pint, go into the game to watch a great game, and it's not happening.
I used to love watching Liverpool under Klopp. I mean, it was just like, whenever we won the ball back, literally play forward.
Yeah.
At any time
It was
possible.
incredibly exciting under Klopp.
Oh, Henderson, there. Over the top for Salah, Mane. There's no tiki-taka and boring football.
No.
I agree. The Liverpool way isn't that, is it?
Yeah, and I think I said this yesterday, 4 of the best players I've ever seen in the Premier League.
Yep. But
big arse.
Can Liverpool fans look at it and say the drop-off from Salah?
You got to start again, the rebuild, right? You can't
exactly.
lose a player like Salah and expect to replace him. It just can't happen.
You're looking at Frimpong on the right-hand side. I mean, I don't know if he's a wing-back, a winger,
Even the other side, though,
fullback.
Kirkes and Robertson.
Robertson. Why are you letting Robertson go?
Yeah.
When he's probably been better than Kirkes this season. Canate's up and down. He's going to sign a new contract. Is Alisson staying? McAllister's not been at form. They've got different issues. Gravenberg hasn't been the player of last season. So they've not got enough options on that right hand side to replace Salah. They need to go out and get a big marquee signing to replace Salah.
Another one, yeah.
Exactly.
250 million, not enough.
Isak seems to be injured all the time, injury prone. Ekatike won't be back till second half of next season.
Yeah.
They've got problems, Liverpool.
Big problems. Coming up on our show, Dave Allen's return to boxing. He's live on talkSPORT this weekend. We build up to that fight right after. This is 8:17.
as we alluded to yesterday, Southampton are likely to face a sporting sanction if they're found guilty of spying charges. As a result, they could end up being thrown out of the playoff final to be replaced in that final by Middlesbrough instead, the team that they put out last night at the semi-final second leg stage. We said we'd look into this more thoroughly from a financial, legal expert point of view, and the very man who fits that bill is sitting to my right. Stefan Borsten joins us live in studio. And Stefan, good morning to you.
Hi.
We'll get into how this may or may not play out in the courts. Is there a precedent, Stefan, for chucking a team out of the playoffs?
Well, it happened to Swindon, but it was different. Well, not in terms of the playoffs, but in terms of sort of annulling the promotion. But it was a different situation. I mean, there's no situation where you've had it all come to a head within this small window around the playoffs. In terms of spying / espionage, there's really very few cases anywhere in football in respect of this. So you've got the Leeds situation that we know about, where it was systematic. They ended up with a £200,000 fine. And effectively, the other part of the sanction was to vote in favour of the rule that then came in. This rule that we're now talking about in terms of the 72-hour rule. That was part of the agreement on that. So that brought the rule in. The only other case is actually from the from the Olympics with Canada's women's team and FIFA in 2020.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Morning, everyone. It's 21 minutes past 8. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. Me, Anne Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. Do you miss known music when you come back from breaks? You know, this is all like library music, right?
Oh,
do you miss sort of like big songs?
I do indeed.
Can we not play? Are we not allowed to play any? Because sometimes on drive time we play them and we get in trouble, but it's worth playing.
They're great songs, though.
Do you want to play one on the next break just to see what we can do?
Some Bon Jovi, Ed?
Oh, yeah. What's your favourite Bon Jovi? Oh, it's Ed, like you like Bon? I like Bon Jovi.
Yeah, great.
What's your favourite? If we were going to play,
I can't pick one.
You know, when I get picked up in the morning at silly o'clock, right? I listen to soothing music when I come in.
Like what?
This morning, Luther Vandross.
Oh, legendary.
Huh?
Yeah. What's your favourite Luther song?
Well, Never Too Much is my favourite song of all time.
Yeah.
I like that.
Great show.
What were you going to listen to if you're going to go home tonight and put some easy, some chill out, nice, relaxing?
Ooh.
Enigma? Enya?
No, I don't know, mate. Probably some like old school R&B.
All right, that's not like anything. Name one now.
Joe.
What?
Not Millwall Joe. Joe.
Well, we played for Man City up top. Joe.
Great striker. Yeah.
He wasn't a great
You
striker.
not heard the tune, Baby Where You At? Remember we played it the other day?
I do. Okay.
We'll get that. Ed will get that.
Get that.
Yeah. Go on, Ed. Get it off your iPad.
Get. Ed, go.
It's called Joe, Joe, Baby Where You At.
Don't bother with that. Play Bon Jovi.
Great tune, isn't it?
While Ed's looking up Joe, don't look up Joe. Let's get laced on with Coral and Simon Clare.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
I can imagine Simon Clare being a Bon Jovi fan. Morning, Simon.
Morning, Simon.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Gabby. Listen, I like all sorts of music. So I like Luther Vandross. I think that Dance with My Father is one of my favourite songs by Luther.
Very sad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad.
Very sad,
sad
but I lost
tune.
my... I know, let's listen, bring it up again. I mean, the Fratellis. Do you like the Fratellis,
Yeah,
Andy? The
I love them.
Killers.
Not a fan of the Killers. Was that not convincing? Love the Fratellis.
Yeah, it was not convincing at all.
They make lovely croissants, don't they, the Fratellis?
The Fratellis are great rock band.
What does the missus
anyway,
like, Simon?
She likes ballads.
Got a new girlfriend.
Soft
You got,
rock.
you got a new girlfriend?
Yeah, he calls her his
I've
girlfriend.
got a new girlfriend.
Where'd
She
you
was
meet her?
outed by Shaban.
Where'd you meet her?
I know she was a Sky Sports news producer back in the day, actually. But she's now a mum and works for a business. But she's she lives up in York, so it's a bit of travelling involved.
Oh,
Are you moaning about that, Simon?
Never moan, Gabby.
Just
That's
making
the
sure,
secret
mate.
So do we?
secret to a lasting relationship.
Do we join you now on your bachelor pad? Is that where you are?
This is my home. This is my Surrey pad. Then I travel up to York. It's beautiful.
Coral pay well, didn't they? If you got all those pads, gee.
Anyway, talk about relationships. Are you going to wake up tomorrow missing each other, or is it going to be relief that you're not looking over at Gabby, Andy? Right?
I'll just nudge him in the morning. I've worked with Gabby millions of times, thankfully on Drive, and I love working with Gab. He's brilliant.
It's been a good week. It's well
Very
done.
kind.
Guys.
Thank you, Simon.
Four days in a row. It hasn't been done for a long time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Do you know what? I went to bed last night at 9 p.m. I was very proud of myself. Went to sleep. Honestly, I've not done that since I was 11. And both times I wet the bed. Right, let's get the odds. Let's find out whether Italy are winning the Eurovision, which I'm guessing is a big fat no because Gabby wants.
Great song though.
Did you watch any of this, Gabs? I was
Oh
watching
my goodness!
Turn it up, Ed.
No, Ed.
I found
go on.
myself watching it last night. It's mental.
When were you watching it?
I was watching it last night, the semi-final. I was literally...
Simon, I could picture you and the missus dancing to that song there, mate. Bit more, Ed, bit more volume. On holiday, Tenerife, Simon.
I'm not sure that's my... Listen, the trouble with the Eurovision Song Contest, I used to enjoy the Eurovision Song Contest
in the
when you
day.
didn't know who was going to win. It generally felt random,
Yes.
whereas now they know that some of these artists are famous. They've got all the, obviously, the sort of the streams, and Finland are heavy favourites of 5-6 to win. Australia, I did watch Australia last night, a female solo artist. Brilliant song, bit sort of Celine Dion-ish. She was 7-2, and then it's Greece 30-2, Denmark 11-1.
Why was Australia in it, Simon?
Do you know what? That's the question which no one's ever fully resolved.
So ridiculous, isn't it?
They wanted to be, so they're included. The trouble is, don't they have to go to the country where the winner's from? So if Australia win, that means the whole Eurovision bandwagon has to head to the Southern Hemisphere next.
Won't be easy to get over there, either.
Right, let's turn our attention back to stuff we do care about.
Yeah.
And sport. And boxing, Dave Allen, of course, fights this weekend. It's live on talkSPORT. Is he favourite for that one?
No, he's the underdog. 5-1, David Allen against Herkovic, who's 1-7. The draw 16-1. I'm not as close to this. This obviously David Allen's a good British fighter, but this Herkovic must be
Herkovic is decent, yeah.
Very good fighter.
He's been around the block as well, experienced. It'll be a tough fight.
Dave Allen, when he fights, a bit like watching Rocky Balboa. I love watching Dave Allen. He's such a top lad. All right, cool.
No, it's going to be...
I thought you were going to say something there about him, but obviously
Well,
not.
I don't know much about David Allen.
Okay.
You know more than me, so I was letting you do the talking.
Okay, well, he comes on talkSPORT a lot, and he's a brilliant talker, and he says it as it is. He
Simon
goes
must
viral.
only listen when he's working.
Oh, okay. Do you not listen to Drive Time, Simon?
I do often, but you know, I mean, I've got other. You and Benty, I do listen.
Okay, very kind, very kind.
Paddy Power sponsor it though. You know, I've got to.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe you
Who are
said those
they?
words.
Who are they?
Can't believe you said those words on this section.
I need a 7-second dump.
Yeah, I bet you've said that before. Right, let's quickly move on to the
Let's talk Villa Liverpool.
Yes,
Right? Just
okay,
I think,
we'll go there
I think,
next.
I think there's been a lot of focus obviously on the title race and relegation, but actually the significance of this is massive, isn't it? Because at the moment Liverpool are 2-9 to finish fourth, Villa 11-4.
Big game.
Therefore, Villa are effectively odds on to finish fifth. So Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford have all got shots of finishing sixth and getting Champions League football if Villa go on and win the Europa League and finish fifth.
It's
Is that
weird,
right,
isn't
Gavin?
it? Yeah, it's weird because Bournemouth and Brighton are hoping that Aston Villa don't win tonight.
That's
because
right.
if Aston
That's
Villa
right.
finish fourth,
Yeah.
Liverpool fifth, then sixth
That's
place
right.
doesn't get Europa League.
Simon, let me move
Champions
you on
League.
quickly because we've got Jack Wilshere in the next section. I don't
All
want
right,
to make
okay.
apologies. We have to talk about the FA Cup final. I love the FA Cup final. Obviously, Chelsea go into that one as the underdogs.
They do, yeah. Look, it's 1-3. Man City lift the trophy. 2-1 Chelsea. again, is this a route for Chelsea to get into Europe if they were to beat
Europa
City?
League.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's added significance given they've dropped out of the. They're looking unlikely to get European football in the league. So
Yes.
it's obviously primary aim for them is to beat City, win the FA Cup, as Palace of course did last year in the final. But there is that added benefit of European football. But we still think City might be too strong. Predictions, guys? What are you putting your
I
hat on?
think City winning extra time.
I think City winning 90, 3-0, 3-1.
Well, that'd be about a sort of 10 to 1 chance, 12 to 1 chance.
Okay. It sounded like you just made that up. So
I did. But I know it's roughly right.
I know you do. Simon, always a pleasure. Have a great weekend.
Simon.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care. Have a good weekend, guys.
You too. There you go. That was a look at the latest odds with Coral 18+, gambleware.org.
He's like that.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18+, gambleware.org.
Right, if you want a cup of tea, go make it now. But do not miss when we come back. Jack Wilshere will be with us, 2-time FA Cup winner, and of course, Luton Town manager.
Leeds, they had injuries. They weren't really at the races.
And they should have won it, though. Leeds should have won it.
Yeah, because we fell apart. We fell apart, mate.
False that.
Yeah, but
Don't blame Leeds. Don't stand on a proper West Ham.
I'm not blaming Leeds, but Leeds were there to get beat tonight. It wasn't a great performance from Leeds, all right? But once we scored, we went 1-0 up, right?
Yeah.
And we fell apart. We were bottling it all over the park. No one had any bottle to get on the ball, to make a pass, to have some structure. There was no pattern of our play. Everything that De Zerbi's probably been working on with them just went completely out the window.
Well-
There's 11 players just out there hoping that something might happen.
I thought it was a good point. I thought it was a decent point,
Is
mate.
that what you're going to say for 2 hours? You're just going to say it's a good point? Right.
Well, you could have come away with
Ain't a
nothing. And I'll tell you what's worse, losing. That's worse.
I know, mate, but that's not a good point. We're at home. Out of the 3 games we got left, that's the easiest
How many
game.
points have you picked up this season at home?
I don't know. Not many.
Right, not many. So that's a good point.
I don't think we've won at home for 5 months. I know, but come on.
5 months? I've had a hair transplant. It's going to grow back. I'll have a hair transplant. It's going to grow back by the time you next win at home. That's how long it's been. I only had a hair transplant about 6 weeks ago.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that performance. What is Matthias Dell doing? What?
Oh, it's
Tell
a
me.
brilliant finish. What are you on about?
No, the goal's a great goal. What's he doing in his box? What is he doing? A bicycle kick.
Yeah.
A bicycle kick in your own box when you're in the bottom 3, when you can't see what's around you, and he's trying to do a bicycle kick. Honestly,
I mean,
what's he doing?
Can we just give
in
Everton?
in the first half, he crossed one in, and it was a great ball into his own box.
It's not often you associate fan power with Chelsea Football Club, but one of the shining examples of it lies with a group called the Chelsea Pitch Owners. And they've proved to be the thorn in the side of owners past and present who've been dead set on moving stadiums to a larger, more lucrative piece of land. Essentially, the supporters group holds the freehold to the land on which Stamford Bridge sits. Former owner Ken Bates set it up at a time where some unruly property developers tried to evict the club from their ground. In order to prevent this, he established the CPO as a company that owned the pitch and offered the fans the chance to buy a share for £100. As well as that, they also own the rights to the name Chelsea Football Club, so if any owner wants to take them elsewhere, they can't be called Chelsea without the approval from the CPO. Now, in 2011, Roman Abramovich tried and failed to move them away from Stamford Bridge, and this has set a precedent for Todd Bowley and the current power brokers at Chelsea. They know any plan which involves moving from Stamford Bridge will require CPO approval from the now 13,000 fans who own it. There are fans who are concerned that if they stay at the bridge, they'll be left behind their domestic and European rivals who are moving to more commercially successful stadiums. But for the heritage and history lovers, Stamford Bridge is one of the iconic English stadiums, and to move away would be a grave mistake. It might not be as flashy as others, but stadiums like it have something about them that cannot be replaced. One thing's for sure, if Bowley wants to take Chelsea away from their home, he'll have to go through the CPO first.
In the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming.
That enough to say I love you.
Keep going.
Know that I had feelings dipping up the swimming. That's when you opened up my heart and you told me.
What a tune. What a way to wake up.
What a tune.
It's never too much. 8:34. Morning, everyone. It's the breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Gabby Agbonlahor. Arnold Clark shop the upgrade event today and get an extra £500 when you part exchange your card. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. I am delighted to welcome our next guest. I should point out that when I knew I was doing the breakfast show and I sent out a few texts to people saying, do you want to come on? Jack was the first person to come back to me.
Really?
Yes, it's time. I've given it away.
Was he the first person that you messaged, though?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. In
Okay,
fact, he messaged me.
Okay.
Yes. I'm delighted to say we're joined by this superstar.
Dad, hit the road, Dad, and don't you
In towards Wilshere! Finally, Arsenal make the breakthrough. Jack Wilshere, who's been the star all night. Wilshere again. Oh, he scored again. That is a quite brilliant goal. Well, he never scored for his country, and now he's lashed in two in the space of 15 minutes. What do we think of Tottenham?
Spurs phone you up, 200 grand a week.
What you say?
I couldn't do it.
What do we think of And there's the final whistle. Jack Wilshere graduates from rookie manager to trophy winner with Luton Town for the second time. They are EFL trophy winners.
What an introduction. A very good morning to the two-time FA Cup winner. One of those, of course, a 4-0 win at Wembley against Gabby's Aston Villa in 2015. As we salute the legend that is Jack Wilshere. Morning, Jack.
Morning, Jack.
Morning, boys. You all right?
Yeah, we're good, man. How are you? You all right? You look well?
I was all right until I saw them dance moves, mate, that you were doing.
Do you know,
Wow.
What about the singing? Do you like a little bit of
The singing weren't bad, but you were...
Dance moves are bad.
You were stiff, yeah.
Can I? It's too early for that, Jack. Can I ask you, when you hear when we play a VT like that, the package, and you hear your name mentioned, when you hear that you've become a manager of a cup-winning side, do you get goosebumps? Because that must be for you such an amazing moment in your career.
Yeah. And you know what, as well, Andy, like I said before, when you're in season, and after that game that was on a Sunday, we had a game Wednesday that we just had to win. So you don't really get a chance to reflect or think about it. But then when the season finishes and you have a little bit of time, it's a nice feeling.
How are you finding being a manager, Jack? Because, you know, it's like when we were players, you know, the abuse you can get off the sideline. Have you had much of that as a manager from other clubs, fans?
It's worse, Gabby.
I can
It's worse.
imagine.
Look, I think the biggest difference is that you are, and you feel it. You feel the responsibility. So we went on a really bad away run, and like it would just eat you up. Like you'd be at home and you'd be thinking, like, we tried this, we tried that. So yeah, you're constantly thinking about it, and yeah, you take a lot of stick.
Are they the major differences, Jack? There's a player, when the game's finished, you sort of come home, you can unwind, but as a manager, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, that's especially in League One as well. And I mean, it's probably the same across all the divisions now, but the schedule is crazy. So you could be playing on a Tuesday or Wednesday night up north somewhere, and then you've got to get back and prepare for the next game. So yeah, you just have to. Like, you get little, probably half hour after the game if you win, to smile and enjoy it, but then you're on to the next one.
Yes.
Well, listen, I know the season just ended, but we wish you well for next season. I'm sure we'll speak to you many more times before. Let's talk about your former side, Arsenal, closing in on the title now. How are you feeling ahead of that one? 2 games to go.
Yeah, again, like, I haven't had that much chance to watch them or think about it, but now, yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm happy. I know there's a lot of, what's the word? I would say haters out there that are questioning whether they deserve it, whether they played the right football. But, yeah, they need to get it over the line. I think they're at that point. I think Mikel's at that point where, was it 6 seasons now? We've got close second. They just have to get it over the line, find a way, and I think they will.
It's funny you say that about there's a lot of people out there that don't want Arsenal to win. We had Paul Scholes, the legend that is Paul Scholes, on our show earlier on in the week. He said this Arsenal team won't be remembered in history as a great team.
I was listening. I listened all week.
What's your view on it? Oh, thanks, Jack. What's your view on it?
It's been like the Man United show, but it's all right. Listen, right now, no, I agree with him. They won't, but I think if they go on to win this, then they've got the opportunity. They've earned the right, if you like, to then go again and win. And if they can do that, that's when you get remembered, I think. And yeah, it'd be a massive achievement for them as a team, as a club. They haven't won it in 20 years, 22 years or something. So I think they'll be remembered within the club as a team that brought it back. But then they have to go again, and I'm sure that Mikel will do everything he can to try and do that.
Jack, I know the way you played football, you'll be a big fan of PSG. How does this Arsenal team beat them over just one game? What sort of tactics do you reckon Arteta has to put in place for them to get it over the line?
It's a tough one, Gabby, that. It's a tough one. But I think, one-off game, final. I think Arsenal, what I liked about Arsenal recently is, there was a time in the season where they weren't playing as much football as I thought they could have. And then they started to a little bit. I think a big part of that is Martin Odegaard. I think he, you see when he comes on the pitch the other day and he just brings a little bit of control in midfield. I think they have to try and find some control. PSG is a different type of team. Like, they just want to attack. They don't necessarily want to control the game with possession anymore. They just want to get it in forward areas, and they've got some dangerous players there. So they're going to have to be, the fullbacks, and they're going to have to defend really well, really well. And except sometimes they're going to get beat and then defend their box well. But I hope that they can, because of PSG don't really want that control. I hope Arsenal can take that control, but it'll be difficult. But that's what they need to do.
Jack, if you're at the club, right, what's bigger for you? Would it be to win the Prem or the Champions League? And also, what do you think is bigger for the club?
I think if you'd have asked that question at the start of the season, it would have been the Premier League, because I feel like they've been so close over the last few years, and that's been the whole big focus. And I think if you win that, you are the best team in the country. The league don't lie. And then it's tough. It's a really tough question, because now they're in a position where they can potentially win both. I would probably rather win the Premier League. I think growing up as a young person in this country, I watched Premier League all my life, and I even watch Premier League years now, and to win the Premier League I feel like is a massive thing, but they're saying that the Champions League is as well. But yeah, I would say the Premier League for me.
Okay, let's move it on a bit. One team that won't be winning the Premier League this season, but they might win the Championship next season, is Spurs. Although it could be West Ham. Out of the two, who would you rather go down, Jack?
Used to play for us.
Yeah, I grew up a West Ham fan. Why have you got to ask me this? How have we gone from this to that?
It's a seamless link, wasn't it? It's a seamless link.
He's setting you up in case you play Spurs. He's setting you up.
Who do you think?
I grew up a West Ham fan.
I know.
That's all I'm going to say.
Who do you think is more likely to go down then?
Ooh, probably. Yeah, I'd say West Ham. I'd say Tottenham are favourites to stay up at the moment.
Do you think Spurs will get something at the Bridge when they play Chelsea?
I think they can. One thing about Tottenham and Spurs now is I love De Zerbi. I love him so much. Like, as a coach and as a young coach, like looking at an influence a coach can have on a team and the way they play. I love him. I do. I love him. So I think they got a chance with him.
I want to ask you about Max Dowman, because we've seen Ranieri go on loan. It didn't work for him at Marseille. He'll be coming back, top player. You've got both of those players, plus Madueke, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. How hard is it going to be for Arteta next season to manage the expectations for these players, especially a young player like Dowman who's just itching to be out there?
Yeah. I think they're two different situations, because Ethan's a little bit older. He's played. He's had his more moments in the first team than Max had. Max is still sort of trying to find his way in there. I don't think he started a Premier League game. I know he started in the FA Cup, but he's still in that position where he's been coming on, making a difference, and he needs. You know what it's like, Gabby. You need to turn that into a start. That's completely different, and I'm sure he will. He's still really young. Like, honestly, I've never seen anything like that, Gabby. In the under-18s, when I had him, the talent, the ability to just change a game, it was unbelievable. And Ethan is slightly older, slightly more established, I would say. And he wanted to go out on loan and get some football. Didn't quite work out for him, but he would have learned so much from that, so much of like real life football, right? And probably a little bit more than that over in Marseille, like how emotional they are and the fans, how much they demand. Like, it's different, but he would have taken so much from that. So I feel like pre-season is big for both of them. I feel like, I used to always think that as a young player, like when it gets to pre-season, in the off-season, you do everything you can to make sure that you come back and you're ahead of everyone. And because in pre-season, everyone gets a chance. The minutes are shared. And then it's down to them to show Mikel and earn a place in his team. And it'll be hard. It'll be hard, especially if they go on to be champions, because the expectation just goes up again. But they both have the ability to do it, but it's down to them.
Would you take one on loan? Which one would you choose if you could?
Oh, the answer to that is yes.
Both.
Yeah. Whoever Mikel don't want, I'll just call him and ask him.
Have you spoke to Mikel or Arsenal about possibly taking not those players, but Arsenal players on loan for a bit?
Yeah, obviously I was in the academy and I've got a good link there.
Yeah.
The loans manager and the staff there. I'm always in contact with them to see, because I know a couple of them. I know a couple of them went out on loan this year. And we're always keeping eyes on them. But we took one from Man City, Emilio Lawrence in January. And like, if you get time, look at his experience on loan. He came in, he was in the team, left out the team. I told him that he has to earn my trust. He did that, and he didn't look back. He just pushed on from there. So I do feel like loans are really good at this level. For both parties, right? For us, because they had quality. There's a reason that they're at Man City and Arsenal, but also for their development.
Okay, a couple of questions before I let you go. One about England, the squad announcement. I think this time next week. Yes. All the reaction on talkSPORT, of course, gang. Outside the obvious ones like Declan Rice and Harry Kane, who do you think are the most important players for England this summer, Jack?
Good question. It's all about form, right? And I know it's not always been like that when they pick a squad, and I get it that sometimes now as a manager you just like certain players and you like the influence they have on the group. So it's a tough question. There's so many like midfielders, there's so many 10s or 8s, whatever you want to call them. I think Jude's important.
Yeah,
I do. I like Jude. Like, I think the last Euros, he made a big, like, he wasn't great, but then he came up with that moment. And them players are so important, because there will be games, especially towards the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, where they're tight. And even in the group, it's not always easy when you come up against a team that you're expected to beat. You do need something a little bit different. And you're right, we got Harry Kane and we got Deck who can hold midfield, but it's important the players around him. Anderson in midfield, I think he'll be important. I like him. I think he's grown so much, and you can see his influence he's now having week in, week out. Like, he's going to be important. It's a tough one. I love Foden, and I know Scholesy said that as well, and I love him, but he probably hasn't quite worked out for him this year.
Okay. Look, before I let you go, I mentioned on your intro, of course, you played in that 2015 FA Cup final. Gabby came off the bench on 60 minutes, didn't score, obviously, claimed a pen. Claimed Mertesacker smashed him to the ground, wanted a pen. Do you remember too much or anything about that game?
I came off the bench as well, so there's nothing wrong with that, Gabby.
Exactly.
Did you? Yeah, you came off the bench to a side that were 4-0 up.
I'll tell you what I remember about that. So the year before, we played Hull in the final, and we were 2-0 down. And I remember like that was awful. It was I thought we were going to lose that one. So I remember the next year when we went, I think we went 1-0, 2-0 up before half time. I remember like having like a sigh of relief, and arguably as well going into that game, you know, in my opinion, the Villa team were better than the whole team we faced before, but probably we learned from the year before not to underestimate it and start really, really quick. So, yeah, I remember Gabby as well. I remember Carlos Sanchez. He played in midfield, didn't he, Gabby?
Yeah, I think it was Delphi, wasn't it, as well? Jack, obviously
yeah,
was up and coming as well. But they smashed us, mate.
Yeah.
Like Alexis Sanchez. They had so many good players, didn't you?
Yeah, Theo scored the first one, didn't he? I remember actually as well, Theo missed the one before because he done his ACL. So
yes,
yeah, that was nice for Theo.
Jack, you've been nice for us. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers, guys.
Beers on me next time. Thanks, pal.
Good luck for next season, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
There you go. How nice of Jack to do that. The one from Jack Wilshere. Still to come on the Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Lots of brilliant guests coming up over the next hour, including Aussie snooker star 2010 world champion, big Chelsea fan as well. Neil Robertson joins us. Next up, though, it's all about the Scottish title race. Charlie Mulgrew will be on the Breakfast Show with me and Gabby right after this. That was our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins. It's 8:49.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With pay-as-you-go hire from Travis Perkins, you can get straight on with the job. Available nationwide at all hire branches.
Another developing story this morning coming out of Manchester United. Manchester United have reportedly reached out to other potential candidates, but wish to speak to Michael Carrick first. What do you read into that? Is the significant fact of that Carrick gets first dibs in speaking to those who will make the ultimate decision?
Well,
in other words, he's leading the way.
I find it strange how these things come out. Like, who is it leaking the fact that United have spoken or speaking to other candidates before they speak to Michael? I mean, it's bizarre, especially when you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. Can they not do business? Can they not keep their own counsel? I find that a bit bizarre, but he's done really well. And, with the position they were in to where he's got them, you could argue he deserves another go at it and bring some players in the summer. And I wouldn't say that's a huge risk. The progression they've made under him, I'd give him another go. Yeah.
Yeah. Significant, Simon, that they want to speak to Carrick first.
Yeah, again, I don't know who's briefing in and whether it's coming from Carrick's side or whether it's coming from Man United's side as to the briefing in as to why Man United need. You can employ an England manager without anyone knowing about it, but they can't seemingly have a conversation amongst themselves without broadcasting it to the media. I don't understand why that is the case. I still think it's fraught with lots of questions that need to be asked and answered about the position of someone that becomes in moments of adversity. We've seen no moments of adversity for Carrick, really. He's done the job, so it makes it a conundrum.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God. Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's 8:54. This is the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. I tell you what a day it's going to be north of the border tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Hearts, of course, top of the table by just the 1 point from Celtic. And would you believe it, the final day of the season is a game between the two at Parkhead. And it could and probably should have been a bigger lead for Hearts, but Celtic were given that penalty in the 98th minute to beat Motherwell. Is there a worry for the integrity of Scottish football? Let's ask a Celtic legend, a proper legend as well, as we say hello and good morning to the wonderful Charlie Mulgrew joins us. Charlie, good morning to you.
Morning, Charlie.
Morning, lads. How are you? Hearts have won one of the last 6 away games, which we're all talking about a VAR decision. To win the league, you need to win. You need to beat teams in away from home. The last 6 league games have been away from home for Hearts. They've had 1-1. So we can concentrate all day on the decision. Of course, we'll probably cover it, but it's been a long season.
It has been a long season, but it sounds like you've just sort of glossed over that handball moment. Why is that?
No,
Why
I'm
did you do
not glossing over it, mate.
Sounds like you are, Charlie.
I'm happy to go into it.
What do you think, though, Charlie? Because obviously everyone's got different opinions on it. We've got a different opinion, so probably like you've got and other Celtic fans. What do you think happened, mate, in that incident?
Right, okay, so first of all, let me say this, right? I've done a lot of thinking about it. I've had a look at it.
Yep.
Obviously, looking at the rules, looking at it loads of times. I think right away we've got to understand the emotion that is in there. So when every Celtic fan's looking at it, and every Rangers fan, and every Hearts fan, and every fan outside of Celtic and Hibs who don't want Celtic to win the league are looking at it, they're looking at it with emotion. So sometimes when it's that tight, you're looking to see what you want to see. So I'm hearing some Rangers and Hibs fans saying it's not touched the boy's hand. I mean that's mental for me. I can clearly see it hitting his hand in some capacity now. Exactly where it hits, it's not clear to see, but you know it's hit his hand. So for me, I looked at it and seen his hand is in an unnatural position. Okay, you need to use your hands as leverage to jump, understand that. But he's actually put his elbow up higher to protect himself. That's his choice. He's took a risk in that. He's then elbowed the Celtic player in the back of the head. It's then pushed his hand up towards his face. So he's took a risk with his hand movement, potentially unnatural position because he's trying to protect himself and put his elbow in front of him. That's his choice. I think it ticks a lot of boxes for John Beaton. Now, John Beaton is of the Rangers persuasion, and he's been known to be a Rangers fan in Scotland. So he's been sent to the monitor. If there's one guy that's going to say what he sees, it's John Beaton. I don't believe that John Beaton's going to say anything other than what he's seen, and he had a look at it. You could argue, could it be a longer look? Potentially. But he's made a decision and he's made a call on it. He's gave the penalty. Now, we complain about VAR taking too long, and then we're complaining about it being too short. I mean, come on, man.
Charlie, let me ask you. We had Super Ali McCoist on the show the day after it happened. He said that moment, that decision was an embarrassment. Now, I know that Ali will be listening. What would you say to Ali on the back of that?
seen a lot of people say this. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, Andy. Now, Derek McInnes has come out saying it's disgusting. Andy said, Ali said it's embarrassing. Listen, this is what we love. This is what's entertaining. This is why I'm sat here right now. It's all bringing the eyes on the Scottish game.
100%.
Some people say it's bad for the Scottish game. Some people say it's embarrassing. I think it's brilliant. Listen, there's been decisions this year that have been embarrassing, in my opinion. It's all part of the game. I think VAR in Scotland's not been great this year, but it adds to the excitement, and it's what we all love.
2 questions. First one, this game tomorrow. Hearts have to forget about that decision, don't they, Charlie? Because if they're still dwelling on that, it'll affect them. They have to go into this game, don't they, and say, listen, we can't defend. We need a draw, but we have to go and attack Celtic, who haven't been great defensive themselves this season, have they?
They've not. And Hearts this year naturally have been very good defensively. They attack both boxes very well. Hearts will turn up and attempt to win the game. Now, in the last 15, 20 minutes, who knows what the game's going to be sitting like. Then it could change. You know what games are like, Gabby. You know that teams can maybe sink back and start to hold on. But I think for the start, it'll be 2 teams going at it. It'll be some fight.
Some atmosphere, won't it?
Wow. Celtic fans need to turn into a European night, because I've seen some big European teams come there and look nervous early on. And they make Hearts nervous. But listen, Hearts are a good side. They've come back for a lot of setbacks this year. Derek McInnes has been clever. By the way he's speaking in the media, and by the way he's probably speaking to his team and making out that nobody wants Hearts to win the league, when it's quite the opposite. Everybody wants Hearts to win the league apart from Celtic and Hibs fans. So, yeah, it's going to be an amazing game. What an occasion. It should be celebrated,
amazing.
should be loved.
But Charlie, more importantly, the 5-a-side that you guys play, I'm looking forward to the next one, mate. Can I come and watch?
Yeah, I'm going to 2-foot alley for behind. I've got it all planned.
That'll be spicy, won't it?
I'm coming.
No VAR on that one, right?
We're going Celtic v Rangers, actually.
Yeah.
Tops off.
Smash Huts as well for me, please.
He doesn't play. He's too old now. Can he move?
Moody old man.
Charlie, listen, thanks for coming. It'd be good for Hearts. Be good for Scottish football if Hearts win, right?
No chance, mate.
Have a good one.
What's up, man, Charlie?
Thanks so much for coming on, Charlie.
See you later on. Bye.
What a superstar he is there. I should point out,
breaking late,
just for it's nothing to do with you asked the 5-a-side question. Just for clarification, Charlie implied there that the ref had a Rangers connection. We can't confirm that, all right? That's his view, not ours. I just want to point that out. Right, next up, it's all about the FA Cup final. It's live on talkSPORT. Could this be Pep's last game at Wembley as Man City manager? Well, I'm trying to break. You keep shouting over.
Break.
Press the break button. James Corden is with us in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning, James.
So happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm really well. Yeah, I'm very good.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
It's lovely to. We've got so much to talk to you about.
For sure.
Before we talk about football, right?
Yes.
I was just going over old stuff that you've done, right?
Mm.
And I was watching with my producer Ollie this morning when you did the Sports Personality of the Year. I think it was 09, 07, I can't remember. It was nearly 20 years ago. And you stood up in front of everyone, right?
Yes.
You gave, as Smithy, you gave this massive speech.
Smithy won Coach of the Year.
And I said to the producer, he's got a good memory, right? How nerve-wracking must that have been for you? Was that just insane? Did you have autocue on that? Or was that...
Well, yeah, no, there was a prompter, but the issue was with that is we shot that 8 minutes
before
they went live for Sports Personality, so we only had one. We could only do it once.
Yeah.
from the standing up in the crowd, the walking through, doing all the stuff. So also we had to make sure that lots of people were in the audience, because as sports personality, they all wait in this room before they go out, and we had to go up to like Freddie Flintoff. And what we had to say to him, we had to go, Freddie, we're going to do this thing. Don't laugh along.
Okay.
Because it can't look like it's like a sort of roast monologue.
Yeah.
Which is why Freddie's such a brilliant actor, looks so angry in that we just like make out like it's real. Don't just laugh along when we start saying all these things to different people. And the only instruction I was given was you can't interact with Capello, because they were like, you're not allowed to interact with Capello.
Football fans all have stadiums we love, but do any of us have a pitch that we love? It might sound like an odd question, but pitches can be different sizes with big consequences. Why is that? And what are the actual rules? Back when association football started, pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road. Not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs have been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham, because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest Pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2 metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park. And don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards. So do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows. But as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the last hour of the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. I'm not going to mention the time because Gabby keeps breaking late and get me in trouble, but let's just say it's not 9:10 yet. It's coming up to it, though. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor, Arnold Clark. Buy a used car, get a free 2-year service plan, plus an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Been a good show. Got
Great show, mate.
loads of texts coming. I won't read any of them, mate. You enjoying your time?
We've got a break, haven't we?
We got a break. Well, I've done many a show like that.
I bet.
Welcome back. Right, we'll be back again after this. It's a busy show. We've got Neil Robertson joining us in this hour as well.
Yes, looking forward to it.
You a snooker player? You ever played snooker?
I have. Not very good, mate. I
No,
prefer
just-
pool.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
You
easier.
should be
bigger
good, though.
pockets.
Footballers should be hand-eye coordination. You should be good at, right?
Yeah, I'm good at pool.
Table tennis?
I'm okay.
Lacrosse?
A what?
Lacrosse? You ever played that?
No, what's that?
With the sort of L-shaped things you lob at the...
No, I've never done it, mate.
All right, okay. Badminton? You like your badminton?
I did play paddle yesterday, lost again.
All right.
Yeah, that's a losing streak. I'm
Okay.
10.
Are you better than O'Hara?
Yeah.
Have I played? It was you and O'Hara played, wasn't it?
Remember?
Yeah,
He was
you were...
stretching his calf after 2 minutes of play paddle.
He's wearing tights, isn't he? Why was he wearing tights?
Jamie's miles off it a paddle. Deary me.
He's wearing tights. We should have a rematch, me and Benny, for you
all
two.
over it.
That'd be
All over
good. Right, let's stop talking about paddle.
5 minutes till
about
break.
football. We'll be back. Look at Ollie's having kids. Break. He's never said break as much as it's like I'm driving a car in it. The amount of time he's saying it. Should we talk about the FA Cup? We
Come on
should
then.
do. It's FA Cup final weekend, and talkSPORT, of course, will be there at Wembley for the occasion.
There are never any guarantees in the FA Cup.
Wide to Neto, who's in the area, produces a cross. Enzo Fernandez is there, and he heads it home.
There's a sense that there's no accountability, that they have no consequences.
Yeah.
And we have got some good players. There's some genuinely world-class players there.
Palmer is striding up to the edge of the area, gets it back, and arrows it into the top corner.
There's always pressure. There's pressure to win every game, but this game as well, there's pressure. You have to accept that and embrace that.
And the Eagles have landed it. Crystal Palace win the FA Cup.
Every year we were there. Even last season we were in the, the final FA Cup.
Gonzalez again. Oh, one of the great Wembley semi-final goals.
You can win or lose, but at the end when you arrive at the last stage, just being there, fighting for the title, that defines the club.
The first side in the rich history of this competition ever to make it through to 4 successive finals.
Yeah, Man City have lost back-to-back FA Cup finals. How mad's that? Well, Chelsea have been beaten in the last 3 that they've been in. That'd be an interesting one to call. Let's bring in someone now who starred during arguably City's biggest ever game at Wembley when they won promotion from League One in 1998. Former striker Paul Dickoff joins us. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Paul.
Morning, guys. How are we?
We're good, man. We're very, how are you today? You look well. You all right?
Yeah, all good. Good. Looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Yeah, would you agree with what I just said, that the game that you played in was the biggest in City's history?
I'm slightly biased on that one, Andy. I scored a goal at Wembley 26 years ago, and I'm still living off the back of it now. So
deservedly, mate.
Yeah, and long may it continue, may I add. But it was a massive game for the club at the time. It's not the Man City we're seeing now that are winning Premier Leagues, competing in the Champions League. We were struggling, and it looked as if we were not just going to have another season in the old Division 2, but the club had possible administration and maybe was written all over it. So it was a huge day for the club, but I'm delighted to see where they are now.
Paul, before we go into the game, I'm hearing yesterday there was some whispers that maybe some of Pep's close part of his coaching staff are leaving at the end of the season, and maybe this is the start of maybe Pep leaving at the end of the season. What do you think about that, mate?
I don't know, Gabby. I mean, if you look over the last 4 or 5 years, Pep's backroom staff has changed quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Mikel's been in there. There's been other coaches, assistant coaches that have been on to manage other teams as well. And it looks as if he likes freshening it up a little bit. And obviously the speculation around Pep with a year left in his contract, is he going to stay or isn't he? This has probably just fueled it a little bit more. But the one thing he's done in the 10 years he's been at the club is shake up his backroom staff and getting some fresh energy in there.
I'll tell you what is bizarre, Paul. When I introed you, I said that Pep had lost the last 2 FA Cup finals he's been in. And I sort of stumbled on that because when you even say that sentence out, you think that can't be right. It is a crazy stat about Pep Guardiola. I'd be stunned if he made it 3 on the bounce, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think especially the form that they're in as well. I think great achievement. Was it 4 finals in a row now as well? Especially last season, they were heavy favourites, obviously, against Crystal Palace. You would not expect them to lose that one, but going into the game tomorrow, against a Chelsea team that look a little bit disjointed. The form that City are in, managed to rest a few players during the week. anything can happen in a cup final. We all know that, but you would imagine that City would win quite comfortably tomorrow.
Pep rested a lot of players, didn't he, a few days ago in the game? And one player that come on was John Stones. I don't think he'll start with Kushinov and Gahey, but it would be an amazing gesture, wouldn't it, if Stones could start in his one of his last games for the club?
I would love to see him start, Gabby. He's not just a top class footballer. He's a fantastic guy as well. The reception he got at the Etihad the other night there, which may well have been his last appearance there, was fantastic. He's hugely appreciated by everybody, and he played really, really well in the semi-final. I think he had the captain's armband that day as well. So I think it would be great to see him that happen tomorrow. Not just from the sentiment point of view, because he's a top footballer. And it'll be great to see him go out in the high.
Last time out for City, I thought Phil Foden was excellent. A couple of assists. The cheeky back heel was delightful to. I'm a big fan of Phil Foden. I'll definitely take him to the World Cup with England. Do you think that if he's got any chance of making that England squad, he has to start tomorrow, Paul?
I don't know about that, Andy. Like you're saying, I'm a huge fan of Phil. Delighted to see him back to near his best the other night there. I think going to the World Cup is not going to just be down to one game, whether he starts an FA Cup or not. You would like to think that Thomas Tuchel has got his mind made up already, but I would love to see Phil there. And I think if you're an Englishman, Phil Foden's one of the true world-class players on form that you've got in there, and they can change a game. I think if you're Harry Kane, you're wanting a Phil Foden to be in top form as well. The spaces he gets into and the vision that he's got. So I would love to see him go there. But it's not just the FA Cup final. They've got a game against Bournemouth and then the game against Villa as well. Yeah. So you would like to think they would get some more minutes in before the end of the season.
Paul, I've got to let you go, but before I do, I've got to get your prediction on that game. I'm not going to ask you who you think will win, but what score do you think City will win by?
I'm going to go City 3-1.
Okay, you agree with me. Great minds thinking like always.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks so much for your time. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
mate.
Big thanks to Paul Dickoff. They're agreeing with me.
You're 30 seconds late for break.
Well, I thought you and I could chat about it for the next 9 minutes now.
Break, quick.
Okay, talkSPORT will be at Wembley from 9 a.m. tomorrow. I like that, 9 a.m. like in the old days. Yes. Good work, talkSPORT, right through to that trophy lift. And, of course, you can get your calls into O'Hara. And talkSPORT Manchester football correspondent Mickey Gray. We love Mickey Gray. That's from 6. Make talkSPORT your FA Cup final station. Coming next, it's time to turn our attention to snooker with an absolute legend of the game.
It's going to be a fun run. I mean, with the Premier League, I think it really is in our hands now. I can't see us giving it away with our remaining fixtures, especially Burnley at home next Monday night, which I will be going to.
I feel as well, Man City will drop points. I really believe it. Bournemouth away. Iriola's last game, home game of the season, and they're fighting for Champions League. That's a tough game for Man City.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If obviously Aston Villa go and win the Europa League final, doesn't that open
sixth place?
Yeah. So Bournemouth have got it all to fight for.
Because Brighton have got 2 winnable games behind them as well, so they know they probably need 2 wins. Bournemouth.
Yeah, Brighton have been in great form as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But guys, I've got to tell you, and I know you guys have probably already been told, but a lot of rival fans listening to this are going to think I'm crazy. I actually, a few weeks ago, had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed on my forearm.
No, I don't believe you.
I really have. It's on my TikTok page. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of it, am I?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, so if for anyone listening, it's called Arsenal.overflow. And yeah, you'll find it on TikTok. It's pinned at the top of my profile. I had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed alongside Thierry Henry and Emirates Stadium in the background, because I do believe in this man. I do believe he is the one that's going to get us over that line, get us the trophies. And once these come in this season, I think we're just going to keep on going. Then I think the next couple of seasons we'll continue winning a lot more silverware.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God. Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
Morning, everyone. It's 9:20. 40 minutes of our show left, but we've got lots coming up in today's breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. In fact, let's dive into the fast-paced world of Snooker 900 with Pluto TV.
15 minutes of frame on talkSPORT with Pluto TV, home of Snooker 900. Fast, free snooker you can dip into at any time. Stream now, pay never.
I'm delighted to say joining us now is former world champion, former world number one. Get this, he's the only non-UK born player to have completed snooker's Triple Crown, and he's a massive Chelsea fan. And I'm delighted to say he joins us now. Good morning, Neil Robertson.
Good morning, Neil.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby.
Morning,
Thanks
mate.
very much, guys, for making the school runs the past few days a lot easier to get through.
How nice is that? How are you, Neil? You good?
Yeah, very good, mate. Very good. Yeah, excited with the Snooker 900. It's been good for snooker, and yeah, obviously the big match this weekend in the FA Cup final as well.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's talk about Snooker 900. I'm lucky enough to have played Dennis Taylor on the one table setup at the Crucible last Saturday. Right, for me it was an incredible experience. It's on YouTube. The match is on YouTube.
You pot a ball?
He beat me by a point.
Oh,
he beat me by a point. I put some nice balls in it.
Yeah, he did, mate. The blue was unreal. Blew up for the red. That was actually like a top quality shot. That was.
Well, you're going to make me blush. Thanks, Neil. Very kind of you. Well, I tell you what. This is real. Actually, the reason I think he beat me is because I didn't really understand the strategic rules towards the end of a frame. It's not just snooker as we know it. I love the format. It's a faster game of snooker as well. But you've got to understand when that shot clock, you get 15 minutes, 900 seconds.
Yes.
When that shot clock is coming down to like the last minute, it's not just about potting balls. You've got to really think about what to do with 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's right. Especially if you got like like a 10-point lead or something like that. So yeah, you got the other guy who's trying to sort of like expire the clock, use as much time as possible, and then you're obviously getting in a more aggressive mode to try and make something happen. I won like the really big event. I think it was November last year. I beat John Higgins in the final, and all the top players love the format. It's a much quicker version of snooker. It's got some different rules as well, which makes it a lot more aggressive. So, the ball having to hit a cushion every shot means that there aren't too many defensive safety shots. And yeah, everyone plays quick, a good shot clock, so everyone's playing their natural game. And yeah, I think it makes for great viewing.
One of the big rule changes, of course, if there's any foul, that you pick the white arm, you put it anywhere on the table. Now, I love that. That's very 9-ball pool, of course. Are you a fan of that rule?
Yeah, massive fan of it. And the reason why is that when you probably don't see it on TV when we're playing in like normal snooker tournaments, but if we're snookered, the first couple of times we don't even really try to hit the ball. We're just trying to get a good line, and then eventually we'll adjust by a millimetre or so, and then eventually we'll clip the red and get it safe. Where if you got ball in hand after every foul, then you couldn't play that shot. You'd actually have to play like a proper shot. And it makes people a lot more accountable with the safety play. And again, you're always choosing the aggressive shot. So I think it'd be a great rule to bring in, but it is a big punishment if you do foul. But yeah, I think there's certainly room for this rule set in some big tournaments.
Neil, we've had Jimmy White and Barry Hearn on the show celebrating a young talent in snooker. Is there any player that you're most excited about?
From an overseas perspective, I think, the world champion, Ruiza, the way he plays the game is very exciting. But there's also some, Britain's been calling out for some younger players to come through as well. I think Liam Pullen and Stan Moody both qualified for the Crucible, and they accounted for themselves really well. So we've got a really good mix of young talent coming through, not just from China, but also around the world. Anton Kowalski, he from a young player from Poland, qualified be the first Polish player ever to qualify for the Crucible. So the game's in really good shape, actually, from a worldwide point of view.
Right, let's turn our attention to your beloved Chelsea in the cup final, the FA Cup final tomorrow. You going? You got a ticket, and how do you see the game going? Are you nervous?
I've actually got an exhibition tomorrow night, so I'm going to go to a friend's house and watch it. But I don't know. The way our club is at the moment, it wouldn't surprise me if we won. But it's going to be a tall order. But the big news is I'm hoping that Alonso, somehow we can persuade Alonso to be our next manager, because I think it's pretty much make and break for us now. I think we're running out of options now in terms of who actually wants to come to the club. So, we're all pinning our hopes on that one.
They've got to change a lot of things, though, haven't they, for Alonso to take it? The transfer policy. If he wants a few experienced players in there, older players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when Levi Colwill went down first day of pre-season, Maresca went to the board and said, look, we really need a centre-back. We need a centre-back. And instead, Garnacho arrives on our doorstep, which was a player that we just didn't need. And so... yeah, exactly. And, so Fofana can't really play more than once a week, and there's obviously other issues in the squad. So, for Alonso to take the reins, he needs to be given sort of more control about things. And like you say, we need some experienced players. Like, they don't have to be 30-year-olds, just, we need to stop signing players just through that are under 22 or under 21. Exactly. We need some middle-aged players, like what Arsenal have done.
Yeah, I think you definitely need that mix, that blend. It's going to be an interesting week for Chelsea. You've got the FA Cup final, then of course you're playing Spurs. Now, because results have gone their way over the last couple of weeks, even if you beat them, you don't relegate them. But if you had to choose out the two to win the FA Cup or relegate Spurs, what would you go for, Neil?
Oh my God. I think if it was a certainty to relegate Spurs, if we were to win, that would be different. But we're not guaranteed.
Yeah, If it was in this scenario, that's what I'm giving you.
Oh wow! Oh geez, to relegate Spurs, that would be.
Imagine the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge if you relegate.
I mean, you've won the FA Cup loads of times, right?
The battle of the bridge was hilarious because John Terry texted me when he was still playing. He says, because I've got an unbeaten record at Stamford Bridge, like 24 matches without losing. And he texted me saying, we need your unbeaten record against Spurs at the Battle of the Bridge game, because Chelsea trying so hard to stop them from winning the league.
Come on, choose one. Choose one, Neil.
All right, relegate Spurs.
Yeah, I think most Chelsea fans feel like that. Neil, listen, what an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you very much, guys.
We need a bit of golf soon, Neil, you and I.
Oh, mate, absolutely. Home and away.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, home and away, you're all right. We'll do that sooner rather than later. Thanks so much, pal. Speak to you in a bit.
Thank you.
There you go, the wonderful. He's such a lovely fellow.
Lovely guy.
2010 world champion, one of the best. Yes. Neil Robertson. A reminder, by the way, for that Chelsea Spurs game, O'Hara and Cundy will be doing a watch-along for that game on our very own YouTube channel. You do not want to miss it. That was a look at the high-speed action of Snooker 900 with Pluto TV.
15 minutes of frame on talkSPORT with Pluto TV, home of Snooker 900. Fast, free snooker you can dip into at any time. Stream now, pay never.
I'm going to break late because I should point out, right, and I've not said it this week, that I do a podcast with Cundy called 21 Minutes to Go. It's an award-winning podcast. Every episode is just 21 minutes long.
Yes.
So go download it.
It's sponsored by Goldstein's Golden Paste?
It's not yet.
Okay.
We can't afford it. High stakes.
Okay.
21 minutes to go. Go download it.
2 minutes late now.
Oh, well, you keep talking. You finished?
Yeah, come on.
Coming up, Gabby has an absolutely outrageous call for Player of the Season. The nominations were released yesterday. Gabby has a surprise shout coming next. It's 9:28. This is The Breakfast Show.
My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Ben White is to miss the rest of Arsenal's season and is set to be ruled out of the World Cup. A suspected knee ligament injury for Ben. He picked it up on Sunday. I think it was a 50-50, wasn't it? It was Somerville of West Ham. Now, up until now, Tuchel has ignored Trent Alexander-Arnold since his move to Real Madrid this summer. Could it be goodbye Ben and hello Trent? What do you think?
My gut feeling is Tuchel just doesn't fancy Trent, no matter who's fit or not, to be honest, from a defensive point of view. That's how it feels. The recent squad, he had, 36, and he didn't put him in, so I don't see why I'd be putting him in now.
You think he's decided he's not going to be featured?
Feels that way.
Yeah.
I might be completely wrong, but
no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be going. It's a shame for Ben White because he seems to be in a good books for Tuchel, and he's just started to get his form back a little bit, playing regularly because Timber's injury. He's decent player.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know Gary Neville had a little criticism of the way he made that tackle. I kind of make him right in a way, but the problem you've got now, because I missed the final once by dangling a leg. Rio come through me hard, Rio Ferdinand, the way it leads it was. And I did my ligaments, missed the final because of it. And I look back on the tackle and think, yeah, I should have gone in full tilt. Problem you've got now with the way the rules are, especially with the follow-through rule, even if you go in full tilt and you do get the ball, but you catch someone on the way through,
and you get a red card.
Yeah, it actually encourages you to be a bit more tentative.
So what is it when you're going in fairly committed, but don't end up truly committed?
Yeah.
I mean, Gary Neville said Ben White just hangs his leg there. It's poor. He's got to be stronger than that. He's hurt himself there.
Yeah, and that's my point.
He says you're asking for trouble by doing that.
Yeah, he's right.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy, and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
Now this is a tune.
It's a great tune.
Have you seen the viral clip of the fan at like the NFL, whatever it is in American sports, and he's sitting in the stands? Have you seen it? And he gets up and he dances to this as he walks down the stairs.
Yes, great dance.
Have you seen that? You haven't seen that. You just why are you lying to me? Why would you say yes? Have you not seen it?
I've not seen it.
It's
no.
worth seeing. It's very funny.
I'll have a look
You
at
like this one?
It's a great tune.
What's it called?
I have no idea, but it's the sort of
Here we
song
go.
that on the way.
You must
Halfway there.
Halfway there is amazing.
What is it then? Come on.
Living on a Prayer.
Okay, who by?
Number one, it's Halfway There by Bon Jovi. Do you know? Here's a question for you. Do you know why they're called Bon Jovi?
I just asked Ed. You are Ed. That's it, mate.
Is that what you said to him?
I asked it. I
Well
whispered,
done.
like, is it Bon Jovi?
Do you know why they're
Bon
called
Jovi?
Yeah. Do you know why they're called Bon Jovi?
Why?
Do you know?
I do not know, mate.
Have a guess.
No idea, mate. Not
the lead
interested.
singer's surname is Bon Jovi.
That's amazing, yeah.
John Bon Jovi.
Okay, amazing. Come on, we've got a break. Come on.
We got a break. Imagine if we did. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, Arnold Clark. It's the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing. When you buy a used car in the upgrade event, check it out online. Right. We've reached that stage of the season, May. The player of the season nominees have been revealed.
Hammered into the back of the net. What a start for Arsenal. Declan Rice with a super finish.
Morgan Gibbs-White, who scores from 12 yards out, and the captain, Morgan Gibbs-White, surely has put the gloss on a glory night. Thiago puts in the rebound. He's netted his second, and Brentford's second. Great save from Raya. Magnificent goalkeeping. Just to keep Arsenal's 2-goal lead intact. Gabriel has just headed the visitors in front. What a moment for those travelling Arsenal supporters. Bruno Fernandes with another wonderful assist. He's chasing history. It's assist number 19 of the season. Semenyo! 3-0. And that'll be that. It's Haaland! It's another record, another goal, another big Manchester City moment finished off by Erling Haaland.
Some great names in there. Before we find out who you give it to, Gabby, don't give anything away just yet. Let's go through each player, and you can tell us if they deserve to be nominated for the award. So first up is Morgan Gibbs-White, 33 starts, 13 goals and 4 assists. Does he deserve to be nominated?
Yes. I think it'll be a bit of a joke if he's not in the England squad. He deserves to be in it before Palmer and Foden. But we know how these things work sometimes. It might not go that way, but I think he's been fantastic.
Okay.
Big reason why Forest got to the semi-final, even though they lost to a great Aston Villa side. And also why Nottingham Forest staying in the Premier League.
Okay. Does Morgan Gibbs-White, does he win it?
No, he doesn't win it. No.
Okay. Next up is Declan Rice, started all but 2 of Arsenal's league games, 4 goals, 5 assists. Right to be nominated?
Yes. I think what Declan Rice has done this season, he should score more goals. He should get more assists. I think that's something he'll be working on and wants to do better at before he starts getting compared with some of the greats that we've had in the Premier League in that position. But he's been a big part of what Arsenal have done so far this season. Deserves to be in it, but not for me.
What do you mean not for you? Not
to be given the award. No,
you're not going to win it.
No.
Okay. Next up is Igor Thiago, 36 games. Oh, wow, 22 goals.
Yes.
1 assist. That's why he's got 22 goals. He deserves to be nominated, right?
Definitely. He's been fantastic this season. His hold-up play, running in behind, strong, aggressive, and his finishing has been very good this season. Deserves to be nominated, but I think he's a sort of striker that maybe next season we're not talking about this level of goals. Not that he's a one-hit wonder, but I feel if he got a big move, I could imagine it doesn't work at that club. Okay. Imagine Chelsea when they got him.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know. I just look at him and like recently in certain games I watched him, he's missing so many chances. I just look at him as sort of player that maybe next season he's not as good as this season.
Okay. Next up is Gabriel, 30 appearances, 16 clean sheets. That's some record. Does he deserve to be nominated, Gab?
How many clean sheets?
16.
Amazing. Deserves to be nominated. Very, very good defender. Got it all. Aggressive, quick, and he's a threat on set pieces. He's been fantastic.
Is he the best out of the 2, him and Saliba?
I think he is, yeah. I think some people say Saliba, but Gabriel, he looks like he's got that mentality as well. Very aggressive, and there's a reason why he'll be starting for Brazil at the World Cup as well.
Winner?
No, not for me.
No chicken dinner.
No.
And next up, Antoine Semenyo, 35 appearances, 16 goals. A lot of people think he might be the winner. 4 assists.
I think he's been fantastic this season. Bournemouth, he scored 10 Premier League goals, then 6 Premier League goals at Manchester City. He's got it all. Left foot, right foot. Can take a player on either side, can play either side of the wing positions, can play as a false 9 if needed. I think he's had a fantastic season, but I wouldn't give him the player of the season.
Okay. Great buy in January, right?
Fantastic.
Brilliant. But not for you.
No.
David Raya up next, 18 clean sheets in 36 appearances. That's nearly 1 in 2. Does he deserve to be nominated?
Definitely deserves to be nominated. I mean, his save against West Ham, Fernandes, that was outstanding. And there's been loads of those saves from David Raya. And just the way he can play from the back. It's been so big for Arsenal this season. And some of his saves have been world class. But you can't give it to a goalkeeper.
Okay. Can I just point out to Ollie that was a joke? When I said 18 in 36, nearly 1 in 2, he said, it is 1 in 2. I was like, yeah, I know. I can do that math. That'd be on Clips of the Week, wouldn't it? And you probably struggle with that. Right, Erling Haaland, 34 appearances, 26 goals, 8 assists. That is incredible.
It's incredible, his goal scoring, but I look at his performances throughout the season, and it's not been as the level as previous seasons at Manchester City.
Though. 26 goals,
yeah, but his performances, when you watch him in games, yes, goal scoring, fantastic, but this isn't a season where everyone's saying, wow, Haaland. What? Do you know what I mean? He's not had that effect that he has in previous seasons, but his goal record is unbelievable.
Not scored at Wembley, right? Is that right?
I don't think so. I can't clarify.
Okay.
But it wouldn't surprise me if he does on the weekend.
Tomorrow, yeah.
But I just don't see him as this season. Has he stood out in my mind? No.
I get it. That leads perfectly then to Bruno Fernandes. Yep. 33 appearances, 8 goals, 19 assists, a joint world record. So I'm guessing...
World record, yeah.
Yeah, in the Premier League.
World record.
Yeah, in the Premier League.
Okay, Premier League record or...
Where's the Premier League in the world?
Commonwealth or world record or...
Where would the Commonwealth
say that for 10 o'clock.
I'd struggle with that one as well.
Fernandes has been outstanding.
Yeah.
Yep. 8 goals, 19 assists. How many of those assists that have come from set pieces?
Is that a good or bad thing?
No, listen.
Put it on
I'm the sort of guy, though, that I've had this debate. I remember Jack Grealish having a go at me about it. There's sometimes, mate, you can receive the ball, pass it 2 yards, they go on a run and score, gets an assist.
Yeah. But don't blame Bruno for that.
I'm just saying, I'm not big on the assist. I don't think Bruno Fernandes should win Player of the Season because he's got the most assists.
Sorry, I've gone through all the nominees. He's the last one. You've said no to everyone.
Yeah, I think he should be carried on next season. I don't think there's been a standout player in the Premier League. I really don't. Previous seasons, we've had Salah, we've had Haaland in the form of his life. Salah's been getting ridiculous numbers. You think back to the players that we've had and the performances in the Premier League, the Tevez's, the Rooney's, the Ronaldo's, Suarez. I don't look at Van Persie, Thierry. I don't look at this season.
Yeah, but you can't...
It's been such a poor season, football-wise. I don't look at any of those players and say they should.
So just leave it blank?
I would leave it blank and roll over to next season.
You don't believe that?
I honestly do. No one stands out to me.
If it was a Villa player, you'd be giving it to him, wouldn't you?
But none of them have been good enough to
No, I know, but I'm just saying...
If they had been good enough, yeah. But I don't think Bruno Fernandes, because he's got, what is he, joint record now?
Yeah.
They need one more to overtake De Bruyne and
world record.
Thierry Henry, the world Commonwealth record of assist. I don't think... I just don't think that's enough for me to win Player of the Season.
You've got to give it to someone, though.
And they finished third in the league, and they haven't won anything this season, Manchester United. I think it's a bit of a stretch, our new saying.
They might win something because their manager is up for the nominations for Manager of the Season.
15 games.
15 games, Michael Carrick. Let me go through it. Michael Carrick. Go on, Carrick.
Unai Emery must be a different sport.
I think so, yeah. Hold on, he's not nominated.
I know, it must be...
Keith Andrews, Mikel Arteta, Antonio Areola, Regis Labrie, Pep Guardiola, Michael Carrick.
Incredible, isn't it?
Then there's no Unai Emery.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can.
You look shocked there.
Well...
You look shocked.
Sorry.
He could finish in the top 4.
He's below Michael Carrick.
He could finish in the top 4, right?
Yeah.
And he could win the Europa League.
There's a lot of coulds going on there.
Time. Yeah, but... Come on, Michael Carrick's had 15 games and he's been nominated. That's just sums up these awards, isn't it?
Oh, dear. Not happy with that? Imagine if he won it.
I know, it'd be incredible.
Go on, out the nominees, give me your 1, 2, 3. First?
I think the job that manager of Sunderland's done.
Okay.
I really do. I would have him up there because everyone thought Sunderland would struggle. Yes, he spent a good amount of money, but done a fantastic job.
Okay, Regis third, that is?
Yes.
Second?
Second, I would probably go with Keith Andrews. I think Brentford are done very well this season. Everyone said that Brentford will struggle. They haven't. They played very good football. He's made big decisions. The way he's had Jordan Henderson in, Jordan Henderson out. He has been fantastic this season. Number 2, I'd give it.
Okay, and number 1 manager of the season for you?
Number 1, I would give it to... No, I'm going to give it to Iriola. I feel like the job that Bournemouth have done this season, look at the players they lost.
Arteta if he wins the Prem.
Howson, Kirkers, Semenyo halfway through the season. To bring in the players they have, Bournemouth, and they've got a chance of finishing in the top 5, still with 2 games to go. Fantastic job. Bournemouth don't get to spend, £1 billion over 5 years. So I think if Arsenal do win it, they should win it with the money that they've spent.
I'm going to go for a Bruno Fernandes and Michael Carrick double. Time now for this.
Pardon?
Get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
There's a lot of words in this one. Do you want to read it? A lot of words here.
Is it pictures?
I wish it was pictures. Do you fancy £25,000 in your hand? Completely tax-free. It's rhetorical, that one. Hurry, because entries close Monday at 4 p.m. Here's all you need to do. It's not a lot. It's very easy. For your chance to win, head to talksportwin.com or just text the word WIN. WIN to 83338. How easy is that? Text and online entries cost £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or you can just pick up the phone and give us a call, 0343 418 7260. Entries must be in by Monday, this Monday at 4 p.m. That's when you need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksportwin.com. So for your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338 now. Next up, last part of the show, Gabby's going to tell us exactly what haircut he'll be getting after his transplant next week. It's 9:45. This is The Breakfast Show.
Cable
was it? Okay, so, yeah. This is Never Ever by All Saints, but why are we playing it, I hear you ask? Well, I think this is nuts what I'm going to tell you now. I was out Saturday night, with our friends John and Emma, right? Went for a curry. And, are you all right?
Sorry.
Turn it up, he wants more of it. Turn it up a bit.
Sorry, no, carry on, sorry.
Go on.
Ready?
Here we go, you got a good bit now. Come on. Vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from... Oh, he's going to struggle with that. Oh, you got it.
What a tune, by the way.
So I was out with my friends on Saturday night. I went in for a curry. And John's wife, Emma, said to me, I've never, ever, bearing in mind she's our age, right? I mean, I'm a little bit older than you. Ever had a cup of tea or coffee. And I went, I don't believe you.
I don't believe that.
And she said, I don't want to quote the All Saints, I promise you I've never ever. And I went, you must, like, maybe 20 years. I've never, ever had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And I find that insane.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. That is bizarre, isn't it? Now, when I was talking to your producer, he's not mine, Posh Ollie.
Yeah,
very posh, by the way, Ollie.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
Yeah, I'm sure you must have walked into this building and looked for the Times radio and just taken a left rather than a right.
So you went to Oxford Uni?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Way too clever for talkSPORT.
Oxford and Cambridge wanted him, and he chose Oxford.
Have you noticed all the scripts are written in his words?
I tried. Simon Jordan's son.
I tried. It could be.
He's like, stop it, guys. Stop
he
it.
just said by never ever. Okay.
You're making me blush. Stop.
Who's that going to be?
Simon's
Oh, right.
son.
Fine, okay.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God. Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me and the Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. Who's this? Is it Joe?
This is Will Smith's.
Oh, is it?
Is that right?
Willow Smith.
Yeah.
Willow Smith.
I know my stuff, mate.
There's a reason we're playing.
Not Bon Jovi, but I know Willow Smith.
No, you didn't know that song. Today's the final breakfast show with Gabby until he lands in Istanbul next Wednesday, ready for Aston Villa's Europa League final. The breakfast show comes live from Istanbul next week on Wednesday and Thursday with the wonderful Ali McCoist and you.
Yes.
So could it be the last time we see you, Mr. Agbonlahor, before you have your hair transplant? What?
Last time you seen me with a bald head, mate.
Yeah. Would you do it?
The options were there. Done a bit of research into it.
Because it looked great. Yeah, was it yesterday you put the Dave Seaman wig on? It looked It did look fantastic.
People said John Travolta.
Yeah.
In Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Listen, I like the way it looked. So I got two options: or get the hair transplant, or just wear a wig. But then people would probably take the mick out of me if I wore a wig. So maybe I would probably go for the transplant.
I think you should.
I'm there.
Well,
I've got free time. I land on the Monday.
Yeah.
I've got more than enough time. I don't come back to the
time.
Thursday evening. I've got 3 whole days. You know, I've seen like how good Cundy's gone.
Well, it's funny you said it. I thought we were going to be joined by him. It says here we're meant to be joined by head of hair transplants, talkSPORT, Jason Cundy, with the section. But he sent a very apologetic voice note to Posh Ollie last night, saying he can't do it. Have you got the voice note? Can we hear it? You don't want to.
Oh,
but he says he's not coming on. Hold on.
Come on, phone him. Listen, we weren't serious when we said that the hair transplant hasn't worked.
He can't.
Like, it's time. It takes time to grow.
Let me call him.
Maybe it doesn't take a month. It takes a year before he starts making any
Let's call him
changes.
on mobile.
Come on, now.
We can't.
Come on, Cundy.
Can't not come on.
Come on, Cundy.
So we don't swear.
Come on. It's a big show. It's the big show. Come on.
I hope I'm waking him up.
It's the big show. It's the big show.
He never ever not picks up.
Mate, this happens a lot, you know. People on the breakfast show, they're scared.
Not big stars, come on.
Because it's the big show, though. People get a bit of nerves. Maybe that's what it is, mate. Maybe that's what it is, mate.
Should we leave a message?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Disgraceful scenes.
Yeah,
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first, mate.
All right.
Key hash at any time.
Cundy, mate, like, listen, we were joking about the hair transplant not working. Be patient. You had a great job done. It might take a year, not a month, before anything starts growing. But you just keep your head up, mate. And if you ever want to come on the big show, you just let us know, pal.
Good
when
work.
you're up for it, okay?
Yeah.
Go on, after you, mate.
Okay. And also, Jay, make sure you... Let's put something down. That drives people mad. Make sure what? Make sure what? It's annoying that he's not picked up, isn't it?
But what do you think of his hair, though? Because it looks a bit...
Is it going back?
I don't think it is, mate.
So what's meant to happen with a hair transplant, I'm led to believe,
go on,
is that you have it done and then it grows a bit and then... Because my hairdresser had it done. And then it falls out and then it starts growing.
Oh, falls out? Or do
yeah.
you shave it?
Oh, I don't know. I think it falls out. I think it
falls out?
Yeah.
That's not good, is it?
Yeah, I think that's what's meant to happen. But he hasn't fallen out yet. I've never known anyone have a hair transplant like Cundy, and he looks more bald now.
I'll tell you, I went 2013, it was, to a place in London. I can't remember where it was. Me and my friend went. and the guy looked at my head and says, "Not going to happen." Because I've got to take care, haven't they, from maybe the back of your head.
Where are you most hairy on your body?
Back. No, I'm joking. Head.
Most hairy?
Legs.
Legs. I do want to play this because after a few suggestions from other talkSPORT presenters that his hair transplant is showing little to no encouraging signs, Jason Cundy hit back on the sports bar last night.
Did he?
Have a listen. Big bite.
I love a nibble.
It's not like having a boob job, right?
What do you mean?
I've not had a boob job. No jokes. I definitely haven't. You might have done, but I've definitely right? But here's what's happened. When you have a hair transplant, when you have a boob job, you notice it straight away.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well, trust me, you do.
Right, okay.
So when you have a boob job, you can
Great
see
analogy.
it. You can see it straight away. When you have a hair transplant, what happens is the hairs lay dormant and they shed and they go away and they disappear. Then they come back 2 or 3 months later. On a boob job, you see it straight away. I've not had a boob job. I've had a hair transplant. So sit tight. Trust the process. Trust the process, mate. Trust the process.
No, mate.
Well, I know.
It looks a bit scruffy, that.
Yeah, but that's its job. That's what happens. That's the process, right?
Do you know what I think they've done? I think he should check the top of his legs. Maybe they wheeled him in backwards. Maybe he's had a transplant, but at the top, do you know what I mean? Maybe he's got like hairy knees.
Mate, it's a slow process, that, isn't it?
Very
It's been
slow.
a couple of months, and
Very
like that,
slow.
mate. It looks very like bold spots and doesn't look like it's
good.
work. But listen, you got it done by professionals. Let's hope it happens because. Yeah, I think it will suit him with his hair back.
Yeah, he needs it.
He's a good guy, mate. Confidence as well.
Although he
Confidence.
didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
We're nearly done. Before we go, final word from you, Gabby. Villa against Liverpool. I'm an exclusive on talkSPORT.
Big game.
Watching that on your private jet?
I'll be watching that. Yeah, I will be looking forward to that game. I hope the manager. Oh, I don't even know, mate. Part of me saying rest the key stars because winning Europa League is the most important. But then part of me says Freiburg have got a game this weekend as well. We're lucky to play Friday. Do you play your best side and take players off at 60? This Liverpool team are there to be got at. They've got a bit of a confidence crisis as well. Managers getting booed. It'll be interesting what team you play. So I just hope it's not a performance like Spurs where it was walking football.
Yeah.
At some point.
Okay. That's it. We are done. I have to say, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's been a great week on the
Same here,
talkSPORT
mate.
Breakfast Show. We've had wonderful guests. We had Paul Scholes, Paddy McGuinness. We had Neil Robertson, James Corden, Jack Wilshere, Jimmy White, Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, both of us chipped in with a guest.
You've done well there. I've got a piece of paper with all the names you booked. Hold on. The words must have fallen off. It's been a great one.
I need more celebrity friends like you, mate.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Can I just say a very quick thank to everyone, boys and girls behind the glass, because
Why?
I always go on about my production team on Drive Time being the best, and they are amazing. I don't want to say a close second, but equally as great. You've been fantastic.
Are
they? When I come in at like silly o'clock in the morning, everyone's got a smile on their face.
What's great about them?
They're just brilliant.
In what way?
They're just great. You should respect them more.
What, doing their job?
Yeah, doing their job, putting their clothes out putting your clothes out for you. That's what they're doing. They're putting your
No,
clothes
they're
out for you.
good. They're good.
Gabby, you've been
Love
great.
them.
I will be back on talkSPORT Drive Time, my normal place of
What's
worship.
the bigger, better show?
I think it's going to be bigger next week, where I've got Paddy McGuinness, James Corden, Jack Wilson, Jimmy White, and Rio
Back
Ferdinand.
together.
Yeah. Stay with talkSPORT. Next up, it's Fun Football Friday. Sam Matterface, Alex Cook, and Scott Minto. And of course,
safe.
Jeff and Ali will be back next week. That's my line.
So-
Have a great weekend. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
Be safe.
So what? We done. Listen, Middlesbrough went 1-0 up, Jamie.
He's right.
Right, they played brilliant. The first half, we scored an equaliser, right, and that done it. That put it to bed because the second half we come out flying, mate. Middlesbrough had nothing. They were leggy. They were gone.
I think the rule is if you're going to
Great call.
don't get caught.
What?
What's that?
The rule is you're going to cheat.
Is that your analysis of?
I think.
Spygate.
I think. Well,
if you're going to cheat, don't get caught.
Well, I think if you cheat, rule number 1: don't get caught. Can't get caught cheating, mate. Can you?
You can't say that, mate.
Well, you can.
You can't.
I don't think it's cheating.
What do you mean?